We're here. What's going on, everybody? Time for that TOG greatness, that Tower of Heat, that crack, that Shinsu crack. We got most of the heads here. Alan's not here today. He's gonna go turn up and act like an ape, so he's not here today. But got a new one. What's up, Marcus? Like, introduce yourself. What's up?
Yo, what's up, man?
Got the usual. Got Laz, Simi, and the return of the Vince. Shinsu popping, pill popping Vince. He's back.
We back. Let's get it.
But yo, I actually like this chapter a lot. I enjoyed it. What's up, everybody in the chat? What do you guys think of the chapter, just generally speaking? Like, wait, no. Before we do this, I need to address something because I'm tired of you, Rachel people. I'm tired of you.
I see that shit. I see that. Air them out.
I've been arguing with you all day with this, and I'm tired of this. No.
Yo, I've been getting blamed all day, and I'm not even on Rachel's side on this.
That's the thing. Like it's like I'm not even being like, yo, she's like, like, I'm trying to be, in the middle. Like, I don't like Rachel, but I know we need her. But my thing is,
they so fickle. They so fickle. They like, you're not giving Rachel her props. You're not giving Rachel her props. Damn. Stop crying. All this damn revisionist history. They be like, damn.
No. Rachel deserves no props. Like, let's be real.
No. She deserve props. I'm not gonna. She been masterclass for 30 chapters, bro. She been masterclass.
No, because the only thing about Rachel is that she frail as hell, and that she can only outplay people like in some manipulative situation she's already orchestrated. Like she can't do this stuff on the fly. She has to do it with mad. She's pretty much Batman. Like she got to prep for everything.
Damn! You don't diss Bruce Wayne like that?
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need
That's
that.
Crazy.
Hold on. But anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked. But listen, you got to give her credit because climbing up this tower, she knew it would be difficult. I mean, I argue she shouldn't be in the tower in the first place. But anyway, that's time for another story. But
she don't.
No, yeah, she shouldn't be in the tower in the first place. But anyway, I'm just tired of all these fickle Rachel fans sitting here telling me, "Oh, give Rachel her credit. She been outplaying so and so for this long." I'm like, when? Just when? She could have been dead just as many times as anybody else in Baam's group. And the only people she really just outplayed was Wagner's group because they filled with dumbasses. That's it.
No. She outplayed Wangnam's group like easily. Didn't even try. The only thing she really has is that she's constantly just like pretty much like playing with Baam since day one. And the one time she like played with Kun. That's pretty much it. And I guess like the 2-second fight she had with Andraste like 50 chapters back.
Listen, here's my problem. Because people have been giving me crap for being like upset at Baam. And my thing is this. I'm not like unsympathetic. I understand his situation. I'm not saying it's easy. But all I'm saying is what he did do was not enough. I don't care how you try to spin it because that's your best friend's heart, okay? She got blown up.
Yeah.
And he gave her a stern talking to, like, oh, don't you do that. Next time I might kill you. And as soon as he turned around, she smelled what? Blood in the water, weakness, and immediately taunted him with information he wants, and then dipped. She won. You talked all that shit, that smoking came, and you lost interaction. Don't talk to me.
He should have just been like, "Oh, you got information? Guess what, Rachel? I don't give a fuck."
Like I'm not saying I have the answer, but what he did was not it. That's all I'm saying.
No, he should have told her bum ass, "Look, the only reason you in this tower because of me. The only reason you alive right now is because of me."
But Aguero was bullying me.
So frankly, you owe me a favor. You lucky I don't kill you and your little puppets right now because everybody but White I could kill.
Nah, but the thing is, like, the thing I'm trying to figure out right now is like, how is she getting out of the train? Because Jahad sends everybody to the station, and
she's smart. She's smart. Let her figure it out.
No.
Let her figure it out.
Denying that, but like, she needs backup at all times. Like, they got Baam and Andraste. Kun's unconscious, so I guess he out of the picture. But like, they got some heavy hitters, and they're like, "Yo, like, we need like full-blown White in order to get out of here. Like, we can't just do this the way we are right now." and she's essentially on her own.
No,
Like,
she not on her own. That's the reason she did that to Bam in the first place. Because
no, okay, but who does she have to help her off that train?
Bam, that's the whole point. That's why she said what she said.
The whole point is that she had a team willing to go up with her in the first place. She sabotaged it on her own on some bullshit, and then said, "Aguero bullied me." Like, no, you started this by trying to act like I can't walk and have them carry you. Like, no, I'm not hearing it. I don't want to hear it.
She literally did it to herself the second she pushed him off the freaking platform.
But she's using Bam to get out of her situation. Yeah, she messed it up because she was arrogant. But right now she has Bam. That's why she said what she said. She dangled that information about his mother. Because who knows if she's lying or not? She might be lying. She might be telling the truth. But the whole point is it did what it needed to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because now he has a reason to keep her alive. He has a reason to not see her die. And plus, now her big dilemma is actually more if White does get his souls back, he's not going to be on her team no more. He has no purpose. No. He has no purpose to be on her team anymore. So who is she replacing White with? Because White won't care.
Yeah, especially that's not like an easy person to replace either. Because White's like a high ranker. How are you replacing that so easily?
Wang Nan is probably the only one that she can possibly replace her with, because they have some sort of weird deal going on that they haven't really touched on in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
he got that weird sword or whatever. Like, we don't even know what it does. So Wang Nam.
Oh shit! Who joined? My bad. I didn't even see you. What you say? What's up? I didn't even see you. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Hello.
What's up, brother?
What's all? Never mind. I don't know if you can hear me.
No, but
he muted. Okay, all right.
My man floating in the
background. Much her way up the tower now, because she pretty much has to start from scratch.
Mm-hmm. See, but she already got handouts though, so somebody obviously wants her to climb up the tower too. So she got back in.
Oh, definitely. Like, hold on, let me look at this chapter real quick. Like, I'm pretty sure she got an entire family with her, like, that's got her back right now. Like, was it the low Pabaya family or whatever?
You're talking about who?
The family that pretty much has an executive order that has to get murdered. Yeah, the Pobadao family.
Gustang's family? Like, I mean, I wouldn't say they're on her team, but he did something for somebody else for her. No, so somebody's back.
Gustang's been like behind the scenes, like manipulating a lot of information since what was that big game that happened in like early season 2?
I'm saying that, but I'm saying when he helped Rachel, he called somebody on the phone or whatever and was like, "Hey, I gave you a puppet or whatever that thing."
Yeah.
So he's not the one actually helping her. She's just the means to his end. Everybody's a means to his end. He's doing it for himself.
That's true, but like it's also a matter of like, what does he have to gain for helping someone else?
No, not yet.
Because he's essentially been manipulating things for God knows how long. I'm pretty sure he's also.
That's gonna stop there real quick.
But yeah, all right. But okay, look, we'll hop back to that if we have to. But let's talk about the chapter. So, what do we think of the chapter, generally speaking? Like, what do you get?
Let me know
Honestly, like, I was really hyped the fact that they finally brought back the second floor administrator, because we kind of don't know anything about them. Like, all we know is that Enryu fought and killed one, and that's it. Mm-hmm. All we know that they can do that, and they let people use Shinsu. That's all we know. So the fact that at the end of the day, the administrators still have more power than pretty much everyone else on whatever floor. Like, already I'm hyped to see what's going to happen later on.
Listen, I'm keeping it real. As soon as I saw Young sleep, yo, Lori just chilling in the back, like, that is my boy.
Oh my god,
that is big facts. Big facts.
Hatz is shipping suit too, but the homie, Young sleep in the back. I'm like, yo, it's time. I need a showcase.
But where's a knock though?
Yeah.
She might be chilling, bro.
That's best girl. Where's she at?
Like, she's sleeping too, man.
Got a thick tail.
Probably.
Where's she at?
Thick tail, get out of here.
I'm trying to figure this out. What happened to Rock and Kun Ram? Like, they just have been gone.
Well, I mean, they're back at 439 still healing, right? After the fight with Anietta.
I mean,
But,
well,
like,
let's not jump to no conclusions. They might show up. It's just that
I mean, yeah,
they
months have
wanted to
passed,
show-
definitely.
Yeah,
I
they
figure,
just
like,
wanted
but
to show
my
us.
thing is, like, if time's passed, right, you figure we get a glimpse, kind of like what we did with Yua during, like, the hidden floor. Like, at least we got no she's on the move, she's doing something. But the other ones, we didn't hear nothing.
I mean, obviously we're
That's
gonna see them because we didn't hear nothing from Hatz and them until just now. I mean, we popped up. My man he's still sitting there, still chilling with his sword.
Yeah.
That's true.
We gonna see him. Give it a chapter. Give it some time.
Yo, can you hear me?
How many chapters do you think we're gonna need until Hatz and them go off though?
I would say like a month or I don't know, a month and a half maybe. It just depends on what the step's gonna be because now it's like
gonna be about 2 months until we get them all together again.
yeah. At least like for any fight to go down,
Really?
I'd probably say sometime in the fall. Yeah.
It was a good sign though to see them there, like moving there. So like, because I feel like all right, because we know it's gonna go down at the last station. So like, yo, that's when the regroup probably gonna happen a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can hear you now. So what's up? What do you think of the chapter?
Oh, me? I thought the chapter was pretty good. When the floor boss came through, I was like, oh shit, new bitch. I did not even like. To me, it didn't even occur to me that that coffee dude literally had a boss, and then I figured that this boss must be as crazy, if not crazier, than him. And then when the floor manager came through and was all like, "You're fired," I was like, "Oh no, oh no," because
Yo, you have to talk about the administrator in a second. But yeah, continue.
because. Now I was confused. I thought that the floor manager was gonna blast them both, and then they're gonna get murked on, and then it seemed as though they got teleported away. So I was confused. Did someone teleport them away, or did the blast teleport them away?
It looks like the administrator did it, but
the administrator did it.
like using the pretense of you're fired, but tried to get them to do something because they needed to do something.
I feel like he kind of had to hide it too, because he can't just be with Jahad's people there. He can't just be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you need to go do this, this, and this."
Wait, hold on. Question: can Baam use Shinsu freely, regardless of what floor he's on?
I believe so.
He's a regular.
Yeah, regular, he's good.
He does not need permission to use Shinsu.
Yeah, it's only the regulars that need it.
Yeah. So since this is the case, technically, that's the only administrator that Bam's ever been in contact with.
I believe it was the first one, right?
No,
that we've actively seen. I think it
He's
is.
talking about the first time he did the contract. The first time he did it,
because he made the contract at the beginning of the floor when they went to Enrankel's Hell or whatever. But that's the only one he's been in contact with, because right after that, like they all went to floor 3. Like he was still there unconscious, and he just got saved by Fug. He moved on his own after all that stuff happened. So
you guys pronounce it Foog or Fug, just real quick, because I pronounce it Foog.
I say Fug, honestly.
I say Fug or refugee.
Ain't nobody gonna beat your ass, so call it what you want.
Yeah, real talk. It don't matter.
The chat might roast you, but
The chat might roast me. All right, bet.
But okay, all right. Shit, what was I gonna say? I forgot. Never mind. Oh, Simi. All right. What's up, bro? What's up?
My man's hiding in the background.
It's not that I'm hiding. I'm not gonna talk until there's silence.
This
There's chaos in the court. There's chaos in the court. Orderly people. Orderly.
He's reading. He's reading into the future right now. But
Right.
Give me your general thoughts on the chapter.
For me, the chapter was fire, trash, fire. So you already know everything. You could tell everything from how it went. So it's in order. So the beginning of the chapter, where everything that's happening on the second floor was fire. Shit with fucking Baam was absolutely garbage. And then after that, it was fire again. But I thought the chapter was good. I think it was kind of missing impact like the others.
Yo, can't get the fuck out of here. Sorry. Continue.
Wow.
But
talk about Rachel. Tired of you.
But yeah, the chapter itself was pretty. I think it was missing that oomph, like the previous ones and stuff like that. But it was still pretty good. I heavily enjoyed this. A fuck ton to freaking unpack here, but I'll wait until we go in order, panel by panel with that. But I enjoyed the chapter. I was freaking hyped. You got 2-3 new characters. So many freaking people coming back. It's finally coming full circle that we wanted. We've been complaining that we haven't seen so many characters in season 1. It's finally fucking coming back, and I absolutely loved it. I mean, they're coming back in a very bad time, but at least we get to.
Yeah.
True. And I love how our boy, he out here. All the characters look completely different. I really love that about this series. Like sort of like One Piece, like characters don't look the same. There's like so many different designs. I really
they're unique in their own way.
Yeah, I appreciate that he doing it. I mean, you got this tattoo dude. You got these doll-looking lowly chick and her brothers or whatever. I don't know. They all look kind of creepy, but I'm fucking with it. Shit's cool.
Red pube in the back.
Yo, red.
Bro, he was really about to get toasted. I don't know what he was thinking.
Bro, he got toasted so bad he could not tell what Evankel's gender was, even though it was clearly stated that it's a she. He kept on flip-flopping with his eye, going crazy and shit. Like
he didn't know. He was just shocked that she showed up. I like her and my boy. Her and my boy Submerged Fish. They're a new comedy duo because like I feel like he kind of watches her more than she watches him because she crazy.
Yeah.
He's like
wait, hold on. So is Evankel a guy or a girl?
It's a woman.
Non-binary.
Non-binary.
It's non-binary.
It's trash. Don't tell me that shit.
No,
for real though.
And there goes our entire viewer base.
It's in the actual blog post. Like
really,
that's how you talk about it.
I've been reading. I just finished a review of season 1. They were calling Evankel a guy the entire time.
Yeah, he changed it because originally it was gonna be a guy.
Yeah.
But he was like, nah, I don't want to do that no more. And it's fine because it's like it makes sense though too. Like if the character's never seen Ivik in hell, I mean that sounds like a guy. She's just strong and she's intimidating, so you assume it's a guy. And then you're like, oh.
And not to mention, they said like Evankel was supposed to be like 7 meters tall. That to me personally, that does not look like 7 meters. But until we saw the fucking elephant thing, then I believe 7 meters.
Yo, that was sick.
That was really crazy.
Bro, it's just like the setup for that was so beautiful. Because like they said, oh, we have 30 rankers, we got 2 high rankers here, and it's like, oh, 30. Am I supposed to be impressed? Like when I saw that, I'm like, yo, she has a stand. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I went back to
she was ready for this fire.
Yeah, I went back to go look at the shit, and this is crazy design, dude.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is the chapter like kind of threw me off guard until I saw the name box. But when we saw that the girl with the bubbles, Yolich, her name, right? Before we got the text box, I legit started thinking to myself, "Is that like Kuhn's cousin?" Because of how like similar they are in design. And I'm like, "Oh, there's the box. Never mind." Continue.
Hey, low key, one thing though. I already said this on the TL.
I thought it was adorable.
But Ivik in hell is dressed like Cammy from Street Fighter. So
I think Steve even confirmed it too.
Yeah, because you know when Adori was like showing that shit like that kind of like pinkish aura. So when I see like the pinkish like kind of silhouette, I was like, "There's no way." They're like, "Oh no."
Nah, that been too gold.
Too much, bro. You got the cliffhanger if you're real, man.
I got head, but I got pump fake.
Don't get me hyped up because when she pop up, the game is changing. I'm changing everything. I'm changing. Yeah, I'm changing.
The next time I speak to Vince, you're gonna know
Don't be judging me, man. The hitman Adori Hart coming. Okay.
You know about you, man. We know about you, sir. But
sharpshooters.
Who didn't go yet? We didn't go yet.
I don't know.
For
like just for the general like thoughts on it, like before we dive into specifics. Did everybody go?
I guess I'll go quick. I mean, like I really did like this chapter, like the whole stuff we got with Evankel, like the new characters showing up. I felt like with them now being like, because now it's like they're most likely gonna be heading off to like the last station, I guess, to help them out and what's gonna go down from there, which is dope. The whole conversation with Baam and Rachel, I'm mixed because like we knew the escape road was gonna happen, but now it's like Baam like knows like he's not gonna kill her just yet because there's information there for Baam to know about himself. And I was curious because she said like, oh, you were a monster. And that makes me wonder, it's like, because again, the hidden floor was about finding out who Baam was as a person, but now it's like, because he's seen this new inkling to who he might be, it makes me kind of think like, the perspective that we've been thinking of Baam may not actually be. And again, it depends on whether or not we believe in what Rachel's saying or not, because again, if Arlene did say this, we have to remember the woman went psychotic when her kid was stabbed right in front of her by Jahad. So we don't know what kind of state she was in when she was saying all this stuff. So if anything, I think the only person that I would believe is if it came from the horse's mouth being from Arlene, or the other person being Grace when we actually meet with Fug, because I think that's the only other person that would have any form of knowledge as to what Baam truly is, really.
Right, exactly. I was just about to bring that up. We talked about this like I don't know how many podcasts ago. It seems like eons ago. It was so long ago.
Yeah,
But
and then the rest of the stuff of the chapter though was dope because then we got to see like again Hatz ship and then Larch
definitely,
just
yeah.
chilling there and
Young
everything.
Sleep.
But what I appreciate from the end of
Young-
the chapter is that it's one of those looming feelings that a war is coming up, and especially with that last panel where we saw like the ship in the the little spot it was in, and all these other ships that are there.
The
And it
goons
felt,
pulled up.
and we talked about this I think on when you did your reaction, Hemmings, because like we said like like it could be disguised like ships working for Jahad and stuff that are like around them. So it's like we don't think it's just regular ships. These are like all people just chilling undercover, waiting to snipe out Baam and the rest of the people on the train.
True.
Yeah. So I mean,
But do you think Arlene is dead though? Like,
well, that's the thing. We don't know. It's unknown. But
Yeah,
like again, if she's anywhere, she's outside the tower. Why would she come back in unless like again she found her way back in or something like using the same like hole
didn't
or whatever
they
was
say
she got
that
out?
like she found a way outside of the tower or something like that?
They did say she found a way out, because that's how she got, well, arguably before we know with Garam and stuff, what she told us, like that's how she got Baam out there in the cave. That's how. Because I was found out that information would be super useful for Erek if he ever gets to meet her and stuff.
Right.
Well, that's the thing, because if you remember, Gustang, it's been rumored that he knows a way out of the tower. Remember, Eurek went to see him, and he even told like his boy, he's like, I would rather get a spoon and dig my way out of this fucking tower than hear it from him. Like that, like it was in the blogs and shit. But it's like, I mean, the other person again, Gustang knows how to get out of the tower, so maybe those two links probably are the same ones.
Yeah, that's facts.
Because it'd be weird, like you have two holes and no one's been able to figure that out.
Yeah, it gotta be something, or it could have something to do where her magic thing too, because how they talk about her magic ability, and there's like not a lot of people, period, who can use magic.
Yeah.
But I like the chapter a lot. Obviously, I agree with Simi said. I feel like there was no like oomph, like no punchline or whatever for like the chapter. But I kind of made my own with the old cast, because just seeing it, I was like, yes, they're back. Like, and this means I'm one step closer to Best Girl Knack coming back. Back here.
Hey, all y'all gotta know is Rachel is the best character ever.
Get that trash ass.
Wait,
no.
Every single time she comes on to the panel, I'm like, yo, get her out, bro. Get her out.
No,
anyway, we gonna ignore that. Anyway, we gonna keep going. But how did y'all feel about?
Did you
we gonna ignore that. So anyway, how y'all feel about the at the end of the chapter where they were like a few months passed? Because I thought that was kind of strange, to be honest.
You know what? It might have been.
Like, we don't really know how much time has been moving. Like while they were in the train. We just know that at least a couple of days have passed. But
no, it's not even that so much. It was more like for the fact that it was like, the Jahad's people were like, we're pulling up ASAP. Y'all need to do this ASAP. And then like a couple months passed. So were they like, do they really need to plan for some regulars, or did they not be able to find them?
Yeah. Because the regular rankers can't interfere with regulars.
No, but that all got voided though. That don't matter no more.
No, it got void. No, it's not that it got voided. They still cannot interfere with regulars at all. They need to find people that can do so. That's why the executive orders are really difficult when it comes to that particular thing. Because the thing was to kill everyone on the train, but rankers aren't allowed to be on the train.
So rankers will go to the last station and then kill them after.
But wait a minute.
No, but rankers can't interfere with regulars at all. They have to find people that are associated with the family, but aren't rankers.
But what about the thing with Karanka though? Because Karanka was like, he can be here now, and he was talking about, and they were talking about the rules changing. Who was it?
Because
the rules of the train stopped.
Huari.
But the rules about interfering with regulars hasn't. That's why That's why Yuri could That's why pretty much. Well, Karaka just don't care because he's in FUG, but like,
I mean, him and Yuri both don't care. They've been breaking rules.
Yeah,
true. But like, Yuri's out here training people. Like, but for the most part, they can't outright say, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna kill these regulars because I'm bored on a Tuesday." Like the whole thing is that rankers aren't supposed to interfere with regulars at all under any circumstance. That's more so where the problem became.
But there's a room in there where like the rules don't apply too, right? It wasn't Kronka.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, there's a room there where he's like, you're just chilling, like, yo, I'm here because of this room, like.
Yeah, but that's on the train. Like,
somebody needs to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure I thought the rules didn't apply to none of this nonsense no more. That's I guess why I was confused.
My interpretation with the train rules being gone, it's gone.
Yeah,
but what you're saying, like, it makes sense. Like, I'm not against it. Like, maybe the reason why they're going to the last station specifically, maybe it's just easier, but maybe just because like they can't do anything on the train.
Yeah, that would make sense. I no problem with it. I just wanted to know because that's what I say. I just thought it was weird that it took them months, or maybe they just wanted them to all get together in the same spot so they could just handle it all at once.
Yeah, there's
not that it took months. That for a plan, it took months for the train to get to the last station.
Oh, okay, that makes sense too. Okay.
Also, the rules don't apply. Well, the way I took it, it's just the rules don't apply on the train. Off the train is completely different.
Yeah.
Pretty much, this is why I think everyone should do a Tower of God reread on a regular basis.
Yeah, facts.
Because there's so many things that are happening that you just like. If you ask me what happened on the Name Hunt station, I couldn't tell you. Like that was just like 4 months ago. I have no clue what happened.
Like, the Name Hunt station? Damn. Oh yeah. Oh.
That was like, well over a year.
I know a couple events here and there, but I'm not gonna be like, oh well, yeah, this character did this and this and this. I remember I remember thinking Rock died, and that's pretty much about it.
Mm-hmm.
This reread is necessary right now.
Yeah, I mean, I was even going back to like the part where like I forgot who it was. I think it was Simi. Remember the thing with Wagner where he's like, I don't care how many people I have to kill and stuff, right? Like I went back and reread that after the Neil Love fight, and he's seen that, and I'm like, oh shit, like he did say that.
I'm telling you, once he do some fucking nonsense with the Soul Edge, I'm not hearing nothing out of nobody's mouth. I've been telling y'all. For months now.
Like that shit was crazy because he's just like there telling this man.
I didn't forget that, but I still don't buy it 100%. But I can't lie. Like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yo, you might just do some shit. Like,
I've been on Simi's side the entire time because I don't know. It just don't make sense for him. Maybe not complete evil, but at least be on their side for a while. Even if
we're not talking about like people like Dio type evil, no. But we talking about like if somebody was to put a gun in his hand and tell him pull the trigger, he would pull the trigger. Somebody like if somebody was to do that with Baam would literally dismantle the gun. Someone like Wagner would freaking pull the trigger. Listen, I could actually bet money on this. Once he do some type of nonsense. And it's gonna be freaking him versus Baam, some type like just the way that his ascension up the tower is completely different, the complete opposite from Baam's.
Right. Well, in a way, Wagner is kind of like Rachel in a way. Not take the comparison too far, but they're both kind of like regular people, and they both know that climbing the tower through normal means without getting their hands dirty is not really possible. Because they don't have the strength to not do shit that don't make sense or not dirty shit.
Essentially, Wagner is just a massive parody character, though. Because let's not forget he got Pokeball bombs.
Hey, man, those Pokeballs are gonna shine soon, though.
Okay,
Trap.
They gonna throw away that gimmick. They gonna throw away that gimmick.
My boy got the Master Ball. He just don't want to show
it. There you go. See, respect the Master Ball. You bet.
Bro. That is a clean dive ball. Let's be honest.
Yo, 100% success rate.
But like, I want to say real quick that I mean, you can't really. Okay, well, at least to me, I don't really see the comparison only because when it comes to Rachel, she really tried to keep her hands clean until she lost herself. Wagner, I mean, he's always been trying. To do what he had to do, and even if it meant killing someone, I mean, he still end up doing it.
It's because Rachel's more of a pussy than Wagner. Well, yeah. Like honestly, because she wants to see herself as a martyr. She's not a martyr. She wants to see herself as one. Wagner don't see himself as that.
and that's the reason why I don't really like her is because like I mean if you're gonna get your hands dirty, just get your hands dirty. Just stop playing stop trying to act like you're like something you're not. You're not a good person. You already know that.
True,
So,
but like the thing is, like you can't really compare Wang Nan and Rachel though, because at the very least, Wang Nan, he failed the 20th floor over and over again, and everyone he's ever teamed up with has always died. But like, it's always been like through his own hard work that he's ever succeeded. Like he's always constantly tried to do it, even though he could have easily done it the easy way.
Well, I was just saying from the standpoint that they're regular, like they're really
they're just
regular people. They don't have any special. They don't have any special things. Like Hatz got the sword.
Who else has Pokeballs?
No, but here's
All
the
right.
thing, like
who else has Pokeballs? All right. You know what? Honestly, Wagnon, he could get better with time, and I mean, like, what he just came out of the hidden floor with a new
man
tool.
already
but like here's the thing though, like Wang Nan it's more or less confirmed he's Jahad's son, so it's just a matter of what does this mean? Like what are the implications?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front with you, Chief. Jahad was at a prostitute house. He don't care nothing about that boy. He ain't got no blood, bro.
Yeah, but then you gotta remember too.
Prince of
You
the
gotta
Red
remember
Light
Karaka
District.
wants to know exactly. Like he's gonna tell Wagner what's gonna happen. Like about your whole family and stuff.
Isn't the whole point of the Jahad princess method is because no one was strong enough to handle the men?
Well, I think that's the thing. But the thing is, Jahad, regardless, he doesn't care about having a wife. This is just a game that he played around with him and Gastang.
No. The whole point of the princess is okay. So the reason why no one's been to the top of the tower, quote unquote, is because Jahad stopped climbing it. I think 130 at floor 134.
Yeah.
Then he made a key to keep people from climbing higher than that. Cut the key in half and split it in two parts, and then he melted those two parts from there. One half was created for the key, where are the rings that all of his kids wear. So the rings that Wang Nan and Karaka have. The other half are created the 13th month series. So that in the 13th month series was pretty much essentially a way to keep people from really reaching higher than the thing. Like if you put all the things together, then you pretty much have a way to go past 134.
I got you. But what does being a child of Jahad mean? Like, does that mean they're actual blood, or does that just mean there's some prostitute thing that he can?
So you think Wagner is his legitimate child?
I mean, the thing is, they say the Sea of the King. I would have to assume that's what it is.
But the thing is that Jahad had his kids killed from that point on. So
yeah, but those are the two mistakes that lived.
Yes, there are at least two of them that are still alive. But he had most of the kids killed.
So what you're telling me is that this man been lying to me. That's what you're telling me.
I mean,
no, he's been lying to everyone. The whole point of
I wouldn't put it past him.
This thing, he told people that the princess that gets all 13th month series becomes his queen. That's not it at all. He wants them to fight forever. He doesn't want anyone to get them together. That's why if you get two of them together, you go crazy. Because he doesn't want someone to have more than
Well, that's obvious. The man don't want nothing happening.
Yeah, he's salty that V was taking Arlene's cheeks and he got salty.
Yeah, he said I ain't no cuck ass nigga.
Yeah,
he started killing niggas off.
Yeah, and even then, when it comes to the whole 13-month series thing, again, Jahad even said himself, this is just a game. That's why Garam went off, and not Garam, forgetting the end, was the one that confronted him about it, because she found out, we're not going to be your wife. This is going to be a fucking game. He wants to see everyone, just die and whatever.
Yeah.
They want to be Jahad's wife. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They think the other princesses think that they're going to be his wife, but we already know the truth. That's not the
Some
case.
of them do. Not all. A few of them do know the truth. I believe that's part of the reason why there's.
I don't think so. I think only Garam and at least maybe Androsi and Yuri that probably know. I don't know about the other ones.
I don't think they know.
Be a pivotal part of the inevitable Princess War, which I want more than anything else. By the way.
Because, that's gonna be that. Princess War is gonna
be nuts. That's why I really want to get to the Nihama station because I really want to figure out what's going on with this. Because first off, Andrade was getting her ass handed to her, and that's a weird thing to see. It's wait a minute, this can happen. This happens now. I really want to see what happens. I think I think we're gonna get the Princess War in season 4, maybe, because I just can we just I just really want this so badly.
I think they get a lot earlier though. I think they get a lot earlier.
Not if the war doesn't come to a head now, though. Not if the war doesn't come to a head now, because honestly, it's like everyone's already getting ready to start fighting. I wouldn't put it past the author for to start the Princess War now, seeing as how I think it was Mancherry who was already threatening Yuri. So like, hey, we're gonna do a wager. We're gonna put our 13-month series on the line. If I win, I'll give you mine. But if you win, you give me what I want from yours.
Well, okay, so wait, let's just talk like what princesses do we know about? We know about Miss Jenny. She has Yellow May. Yeah. Yuri has Green April and Black March. Is it Anne that's just chilling in the Hell's
She's
Fort?
sealed, yeah.
She's in like the labyrinth or whatever.
Oh yeah.
What's Garam?
Dora got the gold November.
I'm chilling in the floor of death.
Okay, so
chilling, bro, just cooling it.
Ringing bells.
Yeah. So really, but who was leading the other half of the princess faction though? That's what I'm trying to remember right now.
I'm thinking about what's her name, Repelisica. I'm still worried about her. The princess with the purple hair that got the lighthouse.
Yeah, because she has no intention. She has no intention climbing the tower at all.
Oh, yo, she's just chilling, scheming.
Yeah.
Yo, facts.
Wait, hold on. I just read chapter 0, season 2. I really want to know what she made Yuri promise her, because she made Yuri promise her something in order to in order for her to find.
Low key, Phantominia made her promise something too. Yuri got a lot of promises the whole.
That's
day.
what I'm saying. She's hiding. And I'm telling you, if we get to floor service and Yurik doesn't say one fucking word about the dude, I'm swear to God, I'm going in the Monwest slapping him.
Oh my God.
What about the Luminous June? That Alfid? What's her name? Alfid, I think she's missing. I know, but she has the
yeah, Alfid has it. Then the one that's rank 36, Hagraphone, Ari Han's daughter. She has Red October, and then the only ones that are unknown currently, I think, is Dark September, the Rainbow in December,
Rainbow.
White February.
That's not gonna happen. I'm looking at the 13-month series right now. Who has this stuff?
Honestly,
Rainbow, December.
Honestly, I'm not even worried about the Rainbow series. Where is my man Manzino? Where is my man Manzino?
He's not. I think he might pop up honestly at the last station as a last resort.
A lot of people have been saying. I don't know though.
Because that's the thing. It's either him showing up or Grace. It's got to be a big person that's gonna come and help.
Come on, you just said might pop up. Come on now, with all these princesses popping up and everything, he's gonna go after his girl. You already know.
Garab's not here.
Yeah, but his girl's chilling at the floor of death.
I said Garab not here.
She's not here.
She will be. You know she will.
You think she gonna pop up with a Dory walking around? She'll with that ass whooping part 2?
Yeah, she'll catch the work, man.
She's hiding.
Chill.
Nah, ain't no chill. A Dory out.
The Dory, bro. She's been out. She's top 10.
A knack been out, but whatever. You know.
Do you see? Hold on. Do you see how many princes are already fucking gathering together on Bond's side? At the end of the day, you can't tell me that all of them getting to what he already
are they on his side though?
I don't even think all of them on his side.
Are they on his side?
I don't think Garam is part of his harem.
Nope.
Not a harem per se. Not a harem.
But she's on his side though. I
don't think she's part of oh my God, he's so kind.
I mean, the thing about Tower of God is I can't say nobody on nobody's side for the most part, because too many people got too many unknown intentions. We don't know what Macheni's doing. We don't know what the Purple Hair Princess is doing. We don't know what Garam's real plan. We don't know what almost anybody real plan is. We only know a couple people. Bam's group climbed the tower. Yurik people, let's get out the tower.
Yuri just wants to cause problems for people. It's great.
Wait, hold on. I thought Yuri's only thing was she wants to follow Baam because she's
not him. Yeah, her thing, but she got some others, but she has some underlying things. Like I said, she got a promise to Phantominia. She got a problem to the purple hair girl, and her and Miss Shenny got a bet. She has a lot of unknown factors coming out of her too.
True.
She's an ape. She does what she wants.
True.
Knowing her, she probably got 4 or 5 more things she still has to do because she promised other people stuff that they
right. And then her grandma's the head of a family, so that's good. I mean, come on now.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't Baam's master when he went to Fug?
Jin Sung used to be part of them, and he left after, got to fucking up the whole clan.
I'm kind of mad that that Yuri and what's the name again? Junie's son. No. Bomb's master.
Jinsung?
Yeah,
Jinsung.
Jinsung. I'm kind of mad that those two haven't met, but then again, it's like, didn't he said that? Yeah, did he say that people don't remember him anyway because it's been like forever since like kind of like rid his head in public?
Yeah, but then at the same time too, you got to remember Jinsung on the family tree is higher than Yuri.
Yeah.
Or he left and stuff, he was higher.
True. And I mean, it don't really seem like he's any like lower. Seeing how he was just facing off against Mancherry like without anything at all. So I can only imagine.
He was just minding his own business. He was like, "Do you really want to keep doing this?" Like,
hey, she had her plan, man. I kept trying to tell y'all, man. She had the plan.
Stop.
You know what?
She had the plan.
You know what? She a coon anyway, so you already know that them motherfuckers already have like at least.
She had the plan. Y'all kept telling me she gonna be twerk. I'm like, she ain't stupid.
That's not her plan.
It was. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Crazy.
Y'all thought she was about to run up in there bullshit.
Bro, Jinsung really about to have her twerking on his house, man. I'm
dead ass.
in the bungalow, bro. Like, come on.
She already knew, man. She tried to sneak her one time. She was like, damn, that shit really didn't work. All right, good thing I ain't tried for real because this shit would have been bad.
Yeah. Like,
all right. Let's switch gears for a little bit. Let's talk about the stuff with the Van Kel and the wow.
My boy Submerged.
I don't know what happened. There,
Hanzung.
There you go. And then
the
administrator, like, what do you think about this part in general? I thought this shit really threw me off.
Because it's weird because like I felt like with the administrator, it's like this is me, right? Like I said this with you before, Naya, but like I feel like the administrators know what's up. Like they know like something's about to happen to the tower that's gonna change things once this war starts to really kick off. And I think like I don't want to assume that the administrator has a connection to Fug or anything, but I feel like with them being sent to what I believe is the last station with the warp gate and stuff, right, is that they're just getting them prepared to possibly go and save one of their candidates and stuff because of that.
The thing is, though, it's like, look, the way I like to look at administrators is the way I like to look at. I should say, I compare them to how Ryuk was in Death Note. Ryuk said himself, he doesn't give a fuck about humans. He don't care what the fuck they do. He just randomly on a whim throws his Death Note up in the air and just waits for somebody to pick it up. And he just wants fun, right? So basically he's neutral. That's how all the administrators are. They're neutral. They just chill out. However, this administrator, he actually went out of his way to help both Evankel and Handsome Yu. That just speaks volumes of what type of relationship Evankel has with that administrator, because at the end of the day, the administrator didn't have to do anything. He could have just let Evankel and all them other people in Calivan's squadron fight. He didn't need to do anything, but he purposely went out his way to say you're fired, quote unquote, and then teleported them straight to the last station for the Hell Train.
So
he did it on purpose.
So wait, hold on. So what you're saying? So at least if I'm following you correctly, what it sounds like you're saying is that it seems as though some guardians, because again, I won't say like rather the floor administrators. It seems as though like they're like a part of like a third party for the most part, not necessarily neutral, but they know what's going on and they have their own. They have like their own slight agenda.
Yes, exactly, because they see all. Period. Because there's an administrator on each floor, and the administrator is the absolute ruler, the absolute owner of said floor. So when you're on that floor, they see all. Not only that, but as a regular, you have to create a contract to even use Shinsu on their floor. So regardless, they have tabs on everything that happens on said floor. So
I don't know about that.
Each administrator is different. So
true.
We already seen Hidan is kind of scheming with him sending Rachel up to the second floor, even though she didn't pass his test at all. And
wait,
now with this,
he was an administrator?
Yes, Hidan was most definitely an administrator.
I thought he was I thought it was like I thought it was like the floor master, like he was one who kind of like oversaw like the what's it called? I thought he was one who oversaw like the test. He wasn't the guy who like who you first have to ask permission to use Shinsu for.
Oh he is most definitely an administrator, but however, he's at the administrator of the first floor. The only people who go to the first floor are irregulars. So regulars don't know who he is, or rather, they don't see him. When regulars climb the tower, they start from the second floor. They don't start from.
Okay.
No. They do start from the first floor.
Nah,
it's just the irregulars only.
No, The regulars most definitely do not start from the first floor.
Because
The reason why is because only irregulars can take the administrator's test. Regulars take tests from people underneath the administrator, so the rulers, the test advisors, so on and so forth. But only irregulars can take the administrator's test. So that's why both Baam and Rachel took Hedon's test.
But remember, okay, no.
Let me not ramble.
One thing. Just remember that he does travel the floors to choose regulars.
Yeah, so
he's right about there not being a first floor test. Only the irregulars pop up on the first floor. Continue. Sorry.
Okay.
So so we can infer that this administrator for the second floor has a direct relationship, a good one, with Evankel because he purposely went out of his way to meddle in the affairs of regulars. He didn't have to do that. Not only that, he did something to help Evankel and Handsome You. He didn't do anything to betray them or hurt them. He specifically sent them to the last station of the Hell Train. As I keep saying, nobody besides the administrators can teleport through the floors. And look what just happened. He teleported them straight to that place. Once old dude said Calivan was specifically going to the last station. That's when the EO popped up and it was like, "You're fired," quote unquote, and then teleported them. So it's like, whoa, hold on. Does the administrator what type of relationship did Evankel have with that administrator? Does that administrator really have that strong of a liking with Baam to send those two to for his rescue? It's just a whole slew of freaking questions.
Right. Okay. So I had a question. I had a question on top of that because since we were talking about since they're neutral. Oh, well, they are neutral, but I feel like you said, they have relationships with certain people or certain things, or maybe they have like certain things that they want to accomplish, or just they want to see certain things happen in the tower. So I feel like they do take sides, but like kind of individually, not as a whole group.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, as I said, because every single last one of them is different, and not only that, but the ruler is the direct position under administrator. So that means even though Evankel killed the previous ruler, that he could have just been like, I don't care, you can't be the fucking ruler of this floor, I don't give a fuck. But he specifically said, you could be the ruler, you can in my steed. He specifically said, in my steed, you can rule over this floor. So it's like, what type of relationship did Evankel have with that administrator? And not only that, that administrator scratched Evankel's back by sending them to the last station of the Hell Train to save Baam. And that's like, that's the biggest thing to the chapter for me.
And it brings me back when Inryu killed that one administrator way back when. He killed a whole administrator when people thought, they were untouchable and shit like that.
Oh yeah, what's his face with the red shits, right?
Yeah.
Enryu.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was the biggest aspect of the chapter for me. It just
the God Enryu.
Only if Alan was here, but yeah, Laz completely called it because my argument was if the administrators are neutral, they have no reason to interfere. But as we learned, this administrator ain't fucking neutral.
See, somebody in the comment section or in the chat, they asked, do you think Evik in Hell is a native one? That's a good question.
Well, that's the thing. They say like you have the power of the ancients, right? I think it was the high ranker guy that said that. And that makes me wonder because now we saw like that whole elephant thing. It's like, okay, is that really the power of the native that Evankel has? Like,
I think it's impossible for Evankel to be a native because the natives aren't human. You see, because as you can see, look at Rock, for example. He's a descendant of the native one, right? And look at him; he's not human at all. And then they said that Evankel has the power of the ancients, and then Evankel's stand was an elephant. So we can use those context clues to kind of guess that the native ones are like animals and whatnot, right? They're not human. So basically, by the power of the ancients, Evankel has that stand was a native one or a descendant of a native one.
So maybe she was raised by one, or she half or something. I don't know. She's non-binary anyway.
I'm under the impression that it's either some sort of contract that she was able to forge to gain the power of the Ancient Ones, or the Ancient Ones are all surrounding different elements, and from the different elements they have, each element has a different species, like all together, like Rock, Q would like. He's essentially would be like a descendant of like the Earth.
You better refer to
but the thing is though, the the native one was one being. Then he split into different beings, which were different elements. So basically, they all come from one being, and then it's split into different versions or different cells, you can say. And those different cells power each element, or I should say, have an element power.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was like. I didn't think we're like that. Yeah, but then
really
again,
need it.
I'm probably gonna have to reread that chapter too. Fantastic.
There's a lot of things that we need to like that included to like get to.
I already started my reread. But yeah, man, that part to me was like what Simi said. I thought was the most essential part. It was most important, like because I was just like, oh shit, like that's like not that I thought they were gonna die, but I was like, oh man, like this like I don't want them. I wanted her like Van Kel to kind of flex a bit more because I kind of like the personality because I like Laz said, it's kind of like yo. We got this many people, blah blah, yada yada, and you're like, that's it.
And she doesn't care at all whatsoever.
Like,
She knows like she's like a threat in herself already. Like you can have all these people. Like again, if it was high rankers, I would start questioning because again, like even though she has like, because even though the rank says one thing, but you have to think that some matchups might be better than others, and a number really shouldn't say much unless you're like in like the top 10 or like the family heads around there. But again, the presence alone of Ivanka was enough for me to say like you can't fuck with her. Mm-hmm. If she has an attitude, she's confident, and I don't blame it. See, you even said in the goddamn blog, this is barely nothing of what we've seen of her. That screams that she's going to be a real threat when we do see her fights.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, she was damn near close to killing like all those rankers anyway.
Yeah.
Simi,
do you think all the native ones look like Rack or similar to him?
Nah, they don't. Well, I think because look again, maybe it was one being and he split himself up. So I believe those different descendants all look different, but that one, the native one that started it all, looks like Rack, but all the different ones that have different elements, the fire one, the ice one, I think they all look different, or they should, anyways.
Well, the color scheme generally have the same like they look, like you could tell like they come from the same kind of area or something. Like not that they look the exact same color swap, but like they're like crocodile-esque people.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends. Like, where do we think? Like, what place do you think they came from? Because like the way that it was Edahan was saying about Jahad, like he killed them on the outside or something. Mm-hmm. So it's like, how exactly would he be able to come here if he took down the main one?
Well, I feel like the tower has changed a lot too since Jahad and them been things. So we don't even know like how the tower was before he was in control. And then like I thought it was really interesting because like I keep thinking about Submerged Fish. What is his relation to? I mean, I know he's under Evink in Hell, but other than that, like, what's his relation to maybe like Native ones? Because he's an Animea too, so like, or Anima, however you pronounce it. So I think that's an interesting factor to go with it too. Like, what's the dose of their power?
Oh, you mean Anima, right? Like the ones that are connected to the animals, right?
Yeah. Because there's obvious animals in this tower. So
I mean, the wild thing would be to see if the leader, like the head of like the Lopiobel family, because again, we know he like controls like the humans and like the creatures basically there. What if he's like one of the natives? Yeah, I feel like that could be a big, because I can feel like that could be a big thing that they come afterwards, where like you start meeting all these natives afterwards.
Yeah, weird though.
Yo, 30 people watching. Shout out to the chat.
Hey,
shout out.
Like the stream, man.
Good lord.
Big likes everywhere. Big likes everywhere.
Yeah, y'all gonna get on this Tower of God way.
Bro, dude, I gotta read the wiki to catch the
we affected everybody. Oh, Lance and I read the blog post.
Yeah.
What did they say? I can't remember exactly what they said. Anything interesting in there?
Let me go back and check actually.
Wait, hold on. There's a blog post for this shit?
Yeah.
Every chapter there's a blog post.
Blog post and a pic.
Yeah.
Where?
Where? Hey man, you need to catch up, bro.
Reddit on Reddit. Reddit always has it provided.
Fucking Reddit. All right, fine.
You honestly would need to go through it because there's a lot of information he divulges in the blog post that he hasn't really like done in the chapter.
Yeah.
In the monster chapters yet. Because even with Van Kel's like you're noise in my background. But, like
oh, that's me, I think. Hold on.
Even like with the Van Kel, like no one's been like ranked in story. Wasn't the Van Kel the first one like 60? Boom, they actually
right, yeah, boom.
It was later, from the blog post, but
it
hadn't actually been in the narrative yet.
Yeah, exactly. It was like the first one stated, I believe, as well. So
Yeah,
like
so-
even like Yurik didn't even get his name number stated, and he's like the 4th, which is
I
crazy.
think. Wait. Oh no, Eric is number. Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
he's,
But I'm saying,
he's
like,
the strongest. He's the
yeah, yeah.
strongest active member in the tower right
Yeah. But I'm saying, like,
Oh,
even
yeah,
in terms of
yeah.
like them getting like that little box that says I'm the number 4, like the way Vankel got it, like we didn't even get that with him. We just know that
Yeah.
he's a fucking tyrant. Like,
and an irregular and
Yeah.
powerful one that
Ruining
climbed the tower.
everyone's lives.
50 years, right? Like
Yeah.
faster than Jahad, like 50 years, something like
yeah,
that.
that's what scares me
Wait.
because it's like all these people who just read the manhwa and they don't see the blogs, like they'll be just fucking tripping out reading the shit that's in the blog.
Yeah.
It's critical, like.
Because
tight.
I find myself having to tell a lot of people with certain things like rankers are really like not weak. Like they're like they
Exactly. Look, man, don't do
Well,
this.
yeah,
to me,
obviously.
right?
People,
Don't
but
do
people
this.
don't really take
Bam
it in. They
walked
think
out
like,
with
oh,
the
like
best
Bam
of
could have been washing rankers from like the Hell Train, like the
Oh,
beginning.
no,
you
no,
know,
no,
like
no,
like
no,
they
no,
don't
no,
they don't.
No, they still
understand
think that. They think
No, the
they
reason
still
people
think Bam
that-
washing Yuri right now.
Yeah. I was gonna say like when you
No,
invest,
the reason-
Bam
honestly,
Bam
we
would literally
should
get
never
touched
let
up by
that
Yuri
happen.
more than anything else.
we should never let that
No,
happen.
y'all let this happen.
I know, but it was
Y'all
too funny.
let this
It was
happen.
too funny.
No,
because it was like it was
no.
too
Slave
funny.
in Utero let this happen because he let Bam sleep
Yeah.
that freaking ranker dude that was playing baseball on
Oh,
420.
Okay, all right. So here's what we're not going to
But
do.
that's- wait,
We're
hold on,
not
but
going.
hold on,
We're not
that's
going
just
to.
a game, really.
We're not going to diss Mule Love. We're not doing that.
That's true.
All
we
right,
can't.
fine.
He didn't even hurt him.
Second
He
of
didn't even hurt
all,
Mule Love. He didn't even hurt
Mule Love was not being pressed. He was just shocked that a regular this week could do things like that. He's still playing a game with him. He's not
True.
fighting him straight up. We're not doing this. I'm tired of this argument. Ah!
Right, like yeah, Mule Love did not come at him with no killing intent whatsoever in that fight. Like Bam, first of all, Bam was trained by the man Jing Sung, so that's. And second of all, he's a regular, so he was more shocked at the fact that he copied his attack after seeing it once. Like that whole argument, just like, oh, Bam could wash rankers.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Stop it. Could we just seen multiple rankers pop up at Evic and Hill, and even the administrator got them out there. Even though Evic and Hill probably would have handled it, let's just not say it would have been the easiest thing in the world because they all got special abilities and they all got stuff they can do.
Yeah, but yeah, you love it. Don't worry, he's coming through soon. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, but no, but you're saying with the blog and stuff, yeah. So like basically, like the image picture they put was with Hatz and the ship, and it's like him saying like "long time no see, please help us." And Hatz looked like a dope, but Ship just looking like a fool. So that was cool. But the thing is, like they were explaining about Colavan, and then how Siu's like, I have no idea how exactly he's going to be drawn. So I'm kind of worried because like, you know, this character is probably gonna be tough to draw. So, I mean, he said that before with so many other characters and then they kind of look kind of raw. So it's all good. The stuff was like after like Rack's secret was revealed, the fact that Ivankel is an ancient species was also revealed. And as Ivankel was fired even before showing her true power, her power was barely revealed in this chapter. Considering her rank, she's truly strong, but a bum will be a bum.
Yeah,
Chill.
I remember that. Yeah, that was funny.
The other thing that was interesting too is that like they said people say that thanks to Vankel handling the floor test over the Yuhan Sung, the floor test could be under proper operation. And as you can guess from that, where Vankel was staying at the floor test, the tests were said to be pretty hellish. It's something that I would like to draw in the later times, but for now I will hold on to it because we need to climb the tower faster. So by that, it's like I guess like back then when she was taking care of things, it was probably a lot tougher for some of these other regulars to climb up. And I guess whoever came up from the tower from her sessions are quite considerably strong. So again, I can see this being where we can meet some of these people who went through there that are actually decently, like, you know, kind of powerful.
Like Lero and them, right? Kind of.
Yeah, that goes for even more of a to help the argument that rankers aren't just any old thing and that they could get washed by anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
If you went through freaking Evankel hell and completed climbing the tower on top of that, then you're a beast, period. I'm not hearing nothing. Y'all gotta put respect on rankers' names.
Yeah.
You know what messed it up, low key, is when Bam watched that one dude said he was as strong as a B regular, even though he was kind of bluffing. What was that dude?
You're talking about I don't think he. I think at this point I could rank him around there. I feel like I'm a floated along the upper echelon of C, maybe lower B, but like I could see him being that strong right now. But he's not beating like any competent ranker 1-on-1.
At the end of the day, it takes centuries to climb the tower. So you think people who've actually climbed the tower from beginning to end just getting washed by fucking regular? Like, come on, he's not even halfway there yet.
Who was the one you used the baseball example? That was a good analogy.
That was me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that L. I'm gonna take that L with pride.
No, I'm saying, but what L?
Well, actually, hold on. Actually,
no, because like people misremember it as like him just like getting outright outclassed, like slept easily, put into the dirt.
Oh,
like,
no.
It was like a one-sided fight. Like no, that's not it at all. Like dude wasn't even really trying to kill him. Even then, Wang Nan stopped the fight halfway through and pretty much ended the test for him.
Yep.
And not that, like I remember, didn't Lero stop a knack when she was using like her 13-month series with like it was like a two-handed attack, and this dude literally like stopped it with like one hand. It's like, chill out, you're going a little too crazy there, kiddo.
Yep.
When Knock was trying to get Baam to use the thing.
Like if that was just a fight where he wasn't held back, he could have killed them all very easily.
He wasn't, and it wasn't even a fight. It was just him telling him to chill out. It's a test.
I know, but I'm saying because some people are like, "Oh, yo, like they're putting up good fight against this ranker." Like, no, they're not. Like,
yeah, like he literally can't kill them, or he gonna lose his job.
Yeah, he's not as strong. It's a game and a test. It's not like you're not there to just wash him and go on his way.
Like, think about it. Do you think he wants fried chicken? No.
Wow. More like fried lizard, I guess, right?
Wow. Listen, you're not doing this. She's the best girl in town.
She might be one girl who's kind of okay, but like she's not Yuri, so it's whatever.
Oh, Yuri's an ape. Okay, so
the last time he coming through.
Get out of here.
All right, let's move on to the Uber Chan versus Howell Quinn and stuff and Beta.
Holy Demon Army.
And yes, so go ahead, say what you guys say about your girl. Red Witch podcast time.
Yes. Hello, everybody. You know, I am your favorite host. You don't have to gas me up. I already know. Y'all here to feed our queen. But anyways, trash. And he's kicked. Kick him. He's out here. Anyways, I'm actually first, before I even get onto that, I'm sad there's no more Holy Demon Army gimmick. It was so much fun to see all of them work together, and I absolutely loved it. And just watching Hulk Quinn get bounced around like a fucking pinball was great. But anyways, listen, I'm fucking shook. If at the end of the day, Hulk Quinn becoming white is a bad thing, period.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna go buck wild. He's gonna go ape. He's gonna freaking just start washing everything. He's been stuck on this train for years, centuries even, probably. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Once he gets that full power and is finally out in the tower again, all hell is gonna break loose. That's a power that I don't freaking want to see. And the fact that she came to him and specifically said, I will help you regain your original power in exchange for you helping me, is like, that just shows you how desperate the future is, how meek the future is. It's like, listen, at the end of the day, they're all gonna die. Period. Point blank. If nothing is done, they're all dying. All of them. So it's like, so for her to do that, and not only that, but Hulk Quinn fucking hates guides. Can't stand them. He freaking was OD racist to her. That's her very first introduction. And for her to freaking eat all that up, put all her pride behind her and say, listen, I will help you become white again, but you have to save us. It's like, yo, this is worst case scenario. It's like I can't even get my words out. It's just like, yo, this is literally the worst case scenario, period. They need every single ounce of help that they can get. All of it, from everyone on the train, from everybody outside. They just need help because they're going to die. If Caliban himself or herself, we don't even know, specifically pulling up to the last station, that alone, and all of them fleets that we saw pulling up to the last station, the final panel, it's like they don't stand a chance. So it's like, yo, it's at the end of the day, White is a fucking evil bastard. That's a fucking villain. That's a type of Dio type villain. That's just straight up evil. Do anything, eat billions of people for the hell of it, type of shit. And that just really fucking scares me, because it's like, yo, this is not looking good. People are gonna start dying again. And I kept saying that in all the previous episodes. People are most definitely gonna start dying again. it's finally coming. I don't want to fucking see it, man. I couldn't even be happy to see her face. Go ahead, Emmett.
I need death.
Stop.
Trash.
We
Stop.
do not need that, man.
You
I mean, if we're talking like
Zetsubo.
Sachi Faker, okay, but everyone else no.
Nah. We're not talking about no Sachi faking bro. No, we're talking about fucking Hatz and Hatsu and cheap and
Oh,
shit.
they can't.
Nah, we're talking about all of them. Like, nobody is fucking safe. That's the thing. Is just like, listen, if all these higher rankers are pulling up, they can't even do it. They're injured, they're tired, they're separated, and now all of these people at once come and gunning to kill you. It's like, man, it's. I already said before.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I already said before. Nobody's ever safe, and Sui is not a punk at all. He can kill people off. He already showed that before, and he's gonna show it again. It's like, I didn't expect it to happen so soon, but yo, it's gonna happen. That's how desperate the situation is.
How many people you think go die? I got a number on 2, maybe.
I'm gonna say 3.
I was gonna say 3 or 4.
Maybe.
At least from those 3, one big character that we're not gonna see coming.
Okay. Why you always advocating for the small characters?
Bro, he respect the lizard but not the bee.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at this man.
Insects are whack, yo. You know, reptiles are cool. That's true.
Trash.
But
I was gonna say real quick though, like on what
at least 13. Yo, if 13 people in the cast die, I might have to pull up into Korea.
That's pressure. Hangul is being learned.
Oh,
but I was gonna say go back to like what Simi was saying with White. The only thing that like, and again, it depends on like if we see this being a possibility or not. But going back to when White was White, and again, this is when all 5 of the kids merged to be White, and that personality that created the Tower Gods version of Hitler. And depending on who that person is, that's going to be controlling the mindset. Whether it be Hulken, which most likely is what I see, what White's personality.
No, wait. What about the other girl? But what about the Phantom girl?
Well, that's what that's what I was going to lead up to, because I'm going to say with the clone, let's say she's the one that ends up. Okay, again, she's the last person. Obviously, when she gets in, White's gonna be White. But what if she's the one that's running the mindset of what White is, and that's the only saving grace that's going to save them from something backfiring against them? Because even though like, yeah, we might get this help from White, again, if it's Hulken that's the one that's controlling the mind, they're fucked. Because we already know what happened before. This dude took out 1 billion lives and consumed souls and made a name for himself in the military area. Like, if we get the girl is doing that, again, that's the only saving grace that we can actually have a high ranker on our side who knows not going to stab us in the back.
If.
Wait, what
If.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm saying that's the only thing that's going to save it.
What is Anna the last personality left?
No. It was the nameless clone
It's
that we
the
like.
clone. There's no name. It's Hulken's final clone.
Oh, Belda?
No, there's like no name. Like legit, she's
I'm
just
literally on the wiki.
she's just literally called Hulken's clone. Like
yeah, she's made up of whatever, like some 100,000 souls or billion souls, whatever it was. I'm crazy. Like
yeah.
Oh, she raw.
But yeah, okay, so someone said this in one of my comments that I couldn't verify at the time, but when he was going to absorb her to become the last clone, the idea was he would become complete because she was also immune with the souls, right? So that's him at full power. So with her not having the souls, does that mean he'd be weaker than he was originally?
Yes.
But he was still a high ranker.
Yeah, I know.
He's a high ranker.
Still be the same,
He's a high ranker, but then those souls matter in the first place.
He'll still be himself, but he just won't
but
have
not
the buff.
like he'd be like, you know, a little bit out of his prime.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have the buff with him, but he'll still be
he was in his prime and he still got washed. So you know.
Well, the thing is, you got to remember it was that girl from the Ari family that's rumored that fucked her up. The Arahagraphone. Like it's rumored that she's the one that's the reason why he's stuck in the train in the first.
But the thing is though, like we can't. I'm sorry to cut you off, guys. But like we can't even say that he got fucked up because even though like look, he got separated, right? But look, at the end of the day, she couldn't kill him. He's still alive. But the only thing that she was able to do was seal him away. That itself shows you how powerful White is.
No, I'm with you.
But I'm saying, but again, she's number 36, right? So I'm saying, like in that sense, Hagraphone, like again, this is why I could see her pulling up at the last station. Because again, if with him coming back, I can see her pulling up, if anything, if she is part of the army and stuff. And that would be a good way to tie those two storylines together.
Right, exactly. That was my thing. So even in his prime, he's still, you know, I was just saying that like he was still pretty fucking strong. So even if he's a high ranker, that means he probably was at least pretty damn close to Evik and Hell. I don't know as strong, but pretty close. Cause like you said, he got beat by 36. That ain't nothing to joke with.
Yeah, that's
and
way
not
higher.
even fully beat. sealed.
Yeah,
Not
sealed. Like, yeah.
sealed.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, like it makes it even more scarier for what White is and stuff. Like, but
Like,
again,
I'm
if
Lord-
Haggy
Lord
sees
help
him,
them.
I think Haggy's gonna try and like get the job done this time.
But the thing is, though, I see the Hell Train just after this. I don't see the Hell Train being a thing and part of the tower anymore.
Yo, I was thinking that the other day too. Like, yo, that train just gonna be gone.
Like, yeah, there's gonna be no more freaking express to get from floor this to floor that. Like, no, the train is gone now. Once they get off,
Maybe.
that's blowing up.
You think it's gonna be destroyed for just the fight, or just Jahad gonna be like, nah, get that up out of here?
I think it's gonna be destroyed from the fight, but I mean, when I mean destroyed, I don't mean just like a little. I mean, no, all of it, freaking Red Faction Gorilla blown up, GTA 4 funny moments blown up, like just completely gone. It's out of the picture. It doesn't exist anymore in the tower.
I mean, unless someone's gonna grab that fucking train, smash on somebody, then yeah. That's how I see it happening.
I can see.
That shit's getting gonzo.
I could see somebody beastly doing that. Like, yo,
Mazzino. I can see Mazzino doing it. I can see Mazzino doing it.
Just catch this. Catch what? Nigga, you threw the whole train at me. I ain't catching this. Well, how do you feel about Uber Chan?
She did her job, man.
Did she?
She wasn't even the champion.
I mean,
No, she kicked. She wasn't there. She there for the kick.
Yeah, she
That
got.
panel was.
I want to say it was in the last. It was in the last chapter.
Nah, that was continuation. We still good, man. We still good. You saw that impact? Yeah, that boy sweated. He was twerking on the floor, bro.
I do agree with Simi though. Like, I don't think this is a good idea because it's one of those things where it's like, even if by the grace of his heart, he helps you now. He helps you out of the situation. What happens when it's done?
Exactly. That's the thing. That's how desperate the situation. They need to escape death so badly that they just need to escape it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. The next second they facing death again. Because White, at the end of the day, I mean, from how I took it, I thought that Hoken was, the way the spell worked, Hoken was going to be the dominant mindset, period. There was no ifs, ands, or but. Hoken would be the dominant mindset. That's it. Mm-hmm. But if there is a way that the clone could be the new dominant mindset, that's good. But
I always liked that you guys brought that up as a possibility. I really like that. I like that idea. I never even thought of it.
So it's like if Hoken is the freaking dominant mindset, that's it. It's like, yo, after they freaking escape, the second that they escape, he's targeting you next. So it's like that's how.
They better go a different way. They better go a different way. Hoken better go that way.
They can't even go different because remember how the dollar game went. Even though Baam won it, quote unquote, he was never faster than fucking White. I mean Hoken. No. This is Hoken. This is Hoken at freaking 3/4. He was never fast. He has to get outside interference to save everybody. End of the day, he was not faster than freaking Hoken. So if he wasn't even faster than Hoken, nobody's gonna be faster than fucking White. So they can't even escape him.
Well, wait, hold on, real quick. So you said he was like what, like 3/5, right? He had like three parts, two left, right? Or was he like at like 4 pieces left?
Nah,
like 1 piece left.
He has at 1 piece left.
Hoken has 1 left. Yeah.
Yeah, but in that time, but like I remember in that time, didn't Baam already get like not even 2 boosts? One when they were at the floor of death, and then another one when they went to the hidden floor.
I don't think it works like that for White though. I don't think like he got a power boost every time he absorbed a soul, or not quite.
Not
to the
White,
level.
not White. I'm talking about Baam.
Nah. The floor of death happened after the dollar show.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And like, Hoken only has 4 of his pieces now. He was being told that, yo, we can find your last clone, and from there we can get you back to speed. But Baam had already gotten what is it? The red Ajita, I think it was, like that weird red insect that was supposed to be like the child of an administrator.
Oh,
yeah. So he got that. Then he went to the hidden floor, and then he trained with Kuhn's dad. Got like his true nature for his powers revealed, and then from there absorbed his own clone or his own arch nemesis.
A high rank.
He still couldn't take White.
White would wash him if he's at his high ranker level. It's not debatable.
That's what I was telling you. That's why I say him being 4/5 don't really matter, because it's not like he got a power boost every time. When in his complete form, it's a completely different person.
It's like
and not only that, but when Hoken eats souls, that's a temporary stat boost. It's not permanent. The only permanent stat boost he gets is when he absorbs his siblings. When he eats the souls, that's just that. That's the type of moves in RPGs where you get a strength boost for like the next 2 turns. It's only temporary.
Okay.
So
Right.
once he's completely full, that's it. That's a full 100% power. So it's like if Baam was even faster than freaking Hoklin during the Dollar Show, and he wasn't even complete yet.
And see, and
Once
that's
he
the
gets
thing.
complete, it's
That's
over.
the thing. That's
I
why I told
remember.
people they put too much emphasis on that data Jahad thing. It really
Yeah,
put too much
that's
emphasis
the
on that
thing
shit.
that skewed the power levels for a lot of people, right? Like they think
Yeah.
because he was able to quote unquote beat Dada Jahad, which I don't even like he was doing well. I'm not saying he was going to lose, but that wasn't really like a you beat him into submission and you can't do anything. He's just like, all right, you got it, you know, not bad.
That's,
Like
but that's Jahad like freshly conquering all of them, or is that Jahad when he got to
I
that?
don't even know he
and
finished
he
the
was a
tower.
monster back then, but don't overhype like how strong he was. He is at that point in the general scheme of the tower. Like if that was Yuri, that's a wash. He's washing that. She'll wash
Right,
that.
and people don't think of evolution after thousands of years of being on this tower. How much stronger everybody gets. The new generation probably gets stronger. Other than the 10 great family heads, and even they got stronger and stronger and stronger. They've been alive for so long. They didn't just stop. People didn't just stop. Jahad at that level wasn't just the be all end all. They kept getting stronger after that.
Well, I mean, Jahad went to sleep. I don't think, and technically, and last time I checked, was it like what was it? I think it was like there was that other irregular that became the number 1 ranker, and then I think Jahad went down to like number 2.
Well, Enryu came one, then Phantom Medium coming. He's an Axis, and he would just wax everybody, and there wouldn't be no story no more.
Yeah. And I think it was like, was it no? So wait, hold on. So Enryu was number 1, then Jahad's number 2, then
Phantom Medium is 1, Enryu's 2, Jahad's 3, Yurika's 4, Arihan's 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the first 3 they're inactive, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. And Ryu's, just dripping sauce somewhere, and then and Jahad is sleeping.
Yeah, he's having a nightmare.
Yeah.
Having a nightmare.
That man took he got his girl stolen, committed some atrocities, and took a nap.
Yeah, he got scared by a shadow, man.
Bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, White at full power, underestimate him. He's a monster. Just the same way people like to just downplay Karaka. I don't know why. Like
because the problem is Karaka has been used as this weird tool for everybody else's power, and he hasn't really been the main antagonist for the group yet. Like he's popped up and he had a moment of being the main antagonist, but they had fucking Yuri. So she's like, and people don't understand because, like I said, everybody's been downplaying all the ranks so badly. They keep thinking that, like, oh, you're a high ranker, like this is some battle shonen, and Baam just getting all these powers now. I mean, he could just beat everybody. I'm like, no. I said everybody has not even been close to been using their full power. Everybody has been held back so badly because if they showed their full power, these kiddos wouldn't be alive. If Karaka and Yuri fought straight up, they would have died. They're just dead.
I wanna say something to agree with Vince. I want to say 2 things actually. For starters, Vince is 100% right in the fact that Karaka has never been a full-on I am the antagonist for this arc, right? He just shown up and then things have happened and they switch on to something else. That being said, Karaka, the feats that Karaka has alone should not have anybody downplaying him, period. He specifically stood there and took Yuri's hits. He tanked them and he survived them. Right? He didn't dodge out the way. He didn't try to counter. He specifically said, hit me with that shit. She hit him with that shit. He's still standing.
It was fucking Kranos.
He went toe to toe with Ureg, the single strongest person in the tower, the strongest active user in the tower, the man who's climbed the tower faster than Jahad. Went toe to toe with him. He's still breathing.
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
And
here's the thing: people like to use that as an indictment on Karaka, but I'm like, bro, it's Urek. What the hell is wrong with him? He is literally currently the strongest person in that tower that is active.
I think people can't quantize
He
the
can
power.
embarrass so many people. Like that.
People can't quantize the power in tower.
That's like
I think that's the biggest issue.
I consider myself a great athlete. If I play against Kobe Bryant, I'm getting washed. Like
Yeah, right.
What do you want from me? You know what I'm saying? Like Karaka is not whack. It was Urek. What are you supposed to do?
And then the other thing is that people keep like because when a lot of higher up people have fought Baam, it's usually have been not a life or death situation, so they keep overrating Bam's strength.
Yes.
Because every higher up Baam has fought in, it has been in a situation where they weren't trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And they always underestimate, and then they get embarrassed, and it's like, oh, well, I probably should kill him now. And then it's like, oh, well, he already got 3 power-ups since then. So
and here's another thing that I like about the Karaka thing, because I think like Oda's done a similar thing with Jack the Drought that I think is smart, because I feel like when you introduce somebody who's like mad strong but not like necessarily the top in the verse, there's a couple ways you can introduce them. Like I said in my video, like Marvel used to love to bring a new thread in and have them beat the fuck out of Thor, so you can be like, yo, this guy's a problem, he just beat Thor. That's fine, but that's a little bit lazy sometimes. You can do that. They do that a lot in manga too. Like in like Beelzebub, they'll have him beat someone like Tojo, like Hidetora Tojo, like because he's like you know, like it's the equivalent of you having like a Kenpachi type character and you have somebody strong beat him. So it's like, oh crap, like Kenpachi just lost. But a good way of doing it too to hide someone's strength is to have them go against even bigger monsters and have the odds stacked against them so you can hide their true strength until the time is right. And that's what he's doing with Karaka. Like, stop sleeping on him. And the thing about it is when Karaka snaps, I can feel everybody try to switch sides. I'll call him out. Everybody who talks shit about him, you're not on this hell train. You're not on it. I'm throwing you off.
Man hasn't used none of his items. Not really. He hasn't used none of his true power. Like, I don't think people can really quantize how strong people are in Tower of God right now.
It's like this. It's like this. Okay, Kraka. Look, not even Kraka. If Jin Sung was so powerful enough to kill an entire branch family by himself, single-handedly, he's been so powerful enough to take out an entire fleet and freaking have Machete twerking just for the lulz.
Yeah, and they had to use a
wait, Vince. For him to do all of that, to have all those types of feats, he's not a slayer. Karaka is, though. Jin Sung trained Karaka. Yes. That's just another single point where do y'all get off and try to freaking downplay Karaka at all? Karaka is a slayer. He's not a nominee. He is a slayer. Period. At the end of the day, we have no idea how fucking powerful he is. Simple as that. He's gone against the strongest person in tower and one of the strongest. He's still standing. He doesn't care. He's still a threat.
It's still a ranker too.
It's like
the whole goal of Slayers too is to defeat a 10 great family head. So the fact that you would even think you would use one of those people to fight one of them, knowing that they are immortal and the strongest people in the tower, means they can't be no pussy.
Mm-hmm. Wait, are they immortal? I thought it was only Jahad that was immortal.
No, it's the 10 great families except for Laz Coca. Laz likes to roast.
Yeah, that's what that fucking fat ass Hendo,
yeah,
wait, hold on.
Except for him, but he has to he has to clap buns to increase his like lifespan.
Yeah, waistman, bro.
And his kin or seed, like they don't have long lifespans either.
Gotcha.
Hella trash.
That's so tragic. But okay, so real quick. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but yeah, to answer your question, with the ranking in the orders of tower, the first person is Phantomidium. He's 1. Then it's Enryu. Jahad, Eri, Kun, Adon. Adori is tied with what's her name? I think it's Bayek Ryun, and then I know it's whoever's the leader of the Ha family.
Urine,
yeah, that's like the top 10. But you can if you just go on the wiki, you can look at the rankings, and they'll show you who's what number and then who's like the top 1,000 or 500. Like you just look on the wiki. You trust it. Sorry, so we're gonna say
Adori's tied with Eurasia.
Yeah. Okay, so the second thing I want to say was during the fight with Baam and Jahad, right? I love to bring up this argument. Baam was not faster than Jahad
No.
at all. The fight started, Jahad completely overwhelmed him. But the way the fight started, that's Jahad actually fighting. Baam couldn't do anything. Once Baam was like, I drew a line. This is something I did on my own self, right? And then he got that power up. Jahad stopped fighting. Literally what Jahad did, he would wait for Baam to do a move and then do a move to counter it. He did not try to actually stop him, try to actually fight him to kill him. He waited for Baam to do something, then he did something. When the way the fight started, he was trying to beat him, period. But when he powered up, he waited for him to do something, then he did something. So it's like, at the end of the day, if a Jahad, full desperate Jahad, I'm trying to live, I'm trying to kill you, life or death fight, Baam isn't winning. So at the end of the day, Baam barely escaped that. So it's like, he's not touching rankers. You gotta put respect on rankers' name.
Yep. Okay, so hold on. So real quick, Jebby, to answer your question, because Jebby doesn't know who Phantom Medium is. Phantom Medium is the #1 ranked person in the tower, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did appear in a story like very briefly, not like, oh, he was there revealed. It was like they spoke about him. And basically he's what is called an access user, which means within the unit. Oh my god, I haven't explained this in
Basically, he's a god.
Within the Tales of User story, which like the universe that SIU is creating, Tower of God takes place in that universe, right? So Phantom Medium is basically like the author or god of one of the stories in the universe, and he can just basically do what he wants. So he came in the tower, he fucked up Jahad's like was it this castle he stormed? He stormed the castle.
He fucked up the Empire inside.
He
killed
stormed
all
the castle
Empire.
and just dipped because like no one could mess with him. Urek wanted to fight with him, but he's an access. Nobody who's not an access couldn't beat Phantom Medium, and it's not even like I'm not arguing this. Don't argue.
Yeah.
People have tried. Don't argue with me.
Yeah, because the real reason that was
Axis is that an Axis can only be killed by another Axis. Yeah. So that means the weakest Axis cannot be beaten by the strongest non-Axis. You have to be an Axis to beat another Axis. And so far, Phantom Medium is the only Axis in the story of Tower of God. So he is the single strongest being, period, point blank. There's not an argument. Until another Axis shows up, he is the single strongest. Nobody touching him. It's not an argument. It's not even a conversation. It's not a thought.
Yeah. And I was just gonna say, like, Yurik, like the reason why Yurik was even in the tower because he was chasing after him. So
yeah. Now, I was gonna say something. God damn it. No, just continue. I'll remember it.
The other thing I was gonna say too, like, also like the whole thing with like the irregulars and how they have a bad outlook in the tower is all because of him. Because after that, Yurik, when he was climbing the tower, like he was ridiculed the entire time as he was going up because of what Phantom Medium pretty much did. So when you go back to that speech where he talked to Baam, it's like, yeah, where he's like, don't like worry about what they say about you and stuff. That's basically him telling like him like what happened to him in a way to what Phantom Medium did to the tower that fucked up himself. It's like, don't take that criticism to heart. Like whatever people say about you, like you are you yourself. Like
Phantom, like, you know, I was saying like losing to Karaka, not to Karaka, like Karaka losing to Urek is not a big deal. Like, and if you lose to Phantom Medium, it's definitely not a big deal. Like,
yeah,
never stood a chance.
Yeah, it's okay.
But okay. Fuck. So let's. What else happened after the? First of all, by the way, there's one part where Haokun is trying to like talk shit, and I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. You can't talk shit in that fit. You just can't.
In that fit. You're right. Exactly.
Like, bro, I've been saying for a month, bro. You have a whole fucking wardrobe chilling on that train. You picked that outfit. What's wrong with you?
On the cloth with the no shoes. That was
man.
Like, you get it washed by freaking. You get washed by 2 women in a Beyblade character. Like, come on.
Nah, I bet Rachel gave him that fit because she don't got no sauce either, and she don't take no shower.
Oh, that's facts. Big facts.
That's when you double back to. Okay, so because I kind of went on my early rant in the beginning, but the Rachel stuff with her taunting Baam with the information about Arlene. How do we feel about that?
She's a closer fishy ass mouth.
I actually want to go first about this.
Go ahead.
So it's like, okay, yesterday, last week, I said she's probably going to tell the truth, but twist it in a way to hurt Baam, right? She did exactly that. She said, "You're a monster." She said, Arlene said that you was a monster and that you was destined to devour everything in the tower. Do we have anything to go off of that? No. But we can, however, apply that to what we've seen in the story so far, because at the end of the day, Baam has literally devoured things, numerous things, literally. That's not even figurative. It's literally he devoured the Red Teresa. He devoured himself. He devoured Jahad's weapons. He devoured souls. So we've actually seen him literally devour things. So we can actually apply what Rachel said to him. However, it doesn't make sense. Why would Arlene call her own child a monster? If she thought her own child was a monster, she wouldn't have gone insane from Jahad killing it. So she most definitely twisted what she said. Twizzler twist, use toothpaste tube twist the freaking truth all the way up to freaking hurt Baam, and he fucking fell for it, and he's so garbage for that.
Well, it might have been like during the events, like after she went crazy, because then she go out of her way to protect the dead child. So she could have just said that she wanted this child to be the monster that devours everything in the tower.
Look, there you go. That's even something else. So again, she twisted it. She either left out context, or
That's how I saw it. It's like a
hyped
half
it
truth.
up. So that's exactly what I said last week. She's going to tell the truth, but then freaking mess with it to make Baam seem like he's some big evil thing.
Yeah, pretty much. It more or less has to be confirmed that Arlene is still alive somewhere, and I'm hoping that she's somewhere on the tower. Like, even though she could have left, I'm hoping she's still on the tower.
I'm still the hope.
Because like, here's the thing, even if you disregard that fact, she can easily still be on the tower, because these people have been looking for Frog for God knows how long.
Yeah, they can't find them.
Still chilling. They can't even find them. So if Arlene is still in the tower, it's perfectly reasonable that she's still there. Same thing for Garam. She was chilling in the hell floor, minding her own business, and no one knew that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the only thing I can see that's gonna happen for sure when it comes to Arlene is that if she's hiding somewhere, the running idea that I believe is that she's probably chilling on floor 77, and the thing that they want to talk about with them is something to do with the mom.
And
I disagree. I think I forgot what floor it is. I think it was floor 34. I think she's like in that I think she's in like the Temple of Arlene, or like
the hand of Arlene one.
Like that was the first time she was ever.
But they destroyed it, isn't that?
Yeah, they destroyed it afterwards. Yeah, but they saw that figure though. Remember?
Fuck, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Even if they did destroy it, she could still have a bunker underneath that thing. Okay. You can destroy the tower itself. She could have lived underneath it, like, and just chilling, minding her own business, biding her time. She could have just minded her own business the entire time. He could have been like right there by his mother that entire time, and no one would have ever known.
I want to say this about the whole monster thing. First of all, when I read that, I was like, "That's better than being a hero. It's more raw." Anyway,
yeah,
being a hero, that's trash. But was said earlier, like I didn't take it like, "Oh my god, my kid's a monster. I don't want him." Like he's crap. It's like, the monster that will devour the tower, in the context of like he's the one who's going to
she wants Jahad dead.
Jahad and stuff, and the people who get corrupted. It's like, so I've been referred to that by like my parents for like in a sports sense, right? Like, they don't think I'm a fucking monster. Like, oh my god, he's a lunatic. Like he's not crazy. He's like, it's just, if you're good at something, you're good at something. And she has a belief that he's gonna bring change to the tower, and that's why she saved him. She would not have saved him if he was dead, if she thought the kid was a monster. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
Look at all the work she did to get him out the tower and try to get him resurrected. Like, that's
right.
Actually,
manipulating information. Go ahead.
No, I wanted to just clarify this really quickly, because again, this is the first stream I've been on for any Tower of God stuff, so it's good. So like this is like me first coming inside this community, but I just wanted to kind of, I guess, make something clear. So if you're a Slayer, that doesn't necessarily say that you're better or worse than a ranker, correct?
Well, correct. If chances are, if you're a Slayer, you're probably a ranker, because White. Well, from what we know, White and thing are rankers, are high rankers.
Okay. So
Bam,
I know.
Remember, Bam's a Slayer candidate. He's not a Slayer yet.
Okay. So but with that said, does that mean that he's like somewhere in between, like, he might be a ranker, he might not be a ranker, or is it like
he's about as skilled as a Slayer could be to become a ranker, or how does like where's the spectrum there? Some kind of
it's by climbing the tower usually where your ranks trained and whatnot. So what are they? Are they still D?
They should be higher than that by now.
Like Baam,
or some of them,
like Baam specific group. Are they still
C now?
D regulars or whatever? Oh,
they're D during name hunt.
Yeah, I think they might be D now or C. I can't remember exactly. So I can't remember, but yeah, like climbing the tower and passing the various tests and stuff, and is how you like go up. And obviously, like if you're super strong, you're like in a normality, they could be like, oh yeah, he's a D ranker or D regular, but he has the strength comparable of that of a B. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're still D. Okay. Still D rankers. Thank you, Chat. But yeah, yeah, man, it's not easy to climb all the way up there, man. It takes lots of time. Like the fact that Urek did it in 50 years, respect him.
The fact that they said that's the fastest anyone's done it.
Yeah,
already has me on a tilt.
He's beating the other irregulars and climbing the tower.
He probably did it on his own too, which is like the craziest part, because Jahad and them, like, yes, they were fighting the administrators, but they did it with 14 of them plus some extra people too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like, that's why I go really crazy that people just think they just gonna skip a whole bunch of floors all of a sudden.
Yeah,
just gonna jump to like floors fucking like 90 or something.
They're not even allowed to do that, are they?
You have to understand that in this
like you literally have
like Baam is a monster. He's still very strong, especially for where he is, but he's not shit in the tower yet.
Yeah, exactly. We say that all the time.
In the grand scheme, he's not shit yet.
In the grand scheme of things, he's like a newborn baby, honestly.
There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of like moving up the floors, I do see that happening because again, remember season 2 we started off at floor 20, and last time in season 1 we're back in 2. So like, again, we're on like what floor 44 soon. So like,
but that's the point though. We're on floor 44 of 134 floor, but they act like we're gonna jump to like 90 or something. No, they're gonna jump on some floor, of course. That's what they were acting like.
So we already confirmed the way the plot is going to go, it's not going to be every single fucking.
Yeah, they're not going to do it floor by floor. Yeah, I know. But they were just acting like
we already skipped some floor. We haven't seen them pass every single test up until now. We just know they've done it.
Yeah,
exactly. So there's going to be some skippage, but not a bunch of skippage. Like, come on.
We're not gonna come back. We're not gonna come back and be like we're on the 90th floor. Like, bitch.
Huh? Well, they skipped floors 3 through 19, so like it's like if they do more time skips, like we know that they're gonna skip like probably at least 18 floors, no problem at all.
Like, but I don't wait, hold on. But I don't think they actually skipped floors per se. It was more like every time they got to a new floor, it's like, okay, all right, you guys have to do this test for this floor, and then from there you can keep riding the train. I think that's how it is, right? Because wouldn't they conduct tests?
Actually, no. It's not even. It wasn't even. That's what I was about to say next. Is that look at the Hell Train. The whole point of the Hell Train was to get from one floor to the next and skip a bunch of them. However, due to the type of training that Baam had to go through and just all different circumstance, they was getting off at each station, doing shit, and then coming back on. They didn't have to. Yeah, y'all know how a train works. When you ride a train, you don't get off at each station. You ride it until your destination. They didn't have to do that. The whole point of the Hell Train is to skip floors. However, they visited every single floor that the train went through.
No. You still have to complete certain tasks while on the Hell Train. Like you're still technically
that's not what we're arguing. We're arguing the fact that they flat out left. The name hunt station is not the Hell Train. The name hunt station is a physical floor on the tower.
Yeah, but they still challenge for the floor. They still have to complete floor challenges in order to go into the next floor. It's just that they're not doing the regular challenge that you'd normally have to do. They're not outright.
He's not saying you don't do something. He's just saying that you don't have to get off of each floor to go past this floor test and get back on the train. The idea is to kind of shortcut your way to a certain floor.
That's my apologies. I misunderstood.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the point was that we're skipping floors. That's it. End of the day, but not a bunch. We're not going to skip from freaking floor 44 to 77. Something like that.
That was my point. That shit's just not gonna happen. Like, yeah, of course they're gonna skip floor because there's no time to just go like, SUI would be dead if they were just going floor by floor because he'd be writing so much shit and we just never finish. He'd be like floor 77, and he'd just be dead, and somebody else would have to pick up the story. But yeah, but it's just like, think about it. We're still on floor 44, or was it 43, whatever.
Let me check.
And look how much shit has happened, and then you think like, oh, they're really strong. No, imagine they're going through all this on floor 44, and you're telling me that all these people have climbed this tower, and that all of a sudden they're gonna get beat by a bunch of people who haven't even gotten to 450. Come on now.
Exactly.
Come on
You
now.
just
don't make no sense.
It's literally just shitting on the lore.
Yeah, exactly. I said, why would he build up all this stuff? Why would he go to the purpose of saying that they are a D rank? What would be the purpose of that? If he's just gonna be like later, oh yeah, now they can be the ranking now.
Y'all still ain't talking about the greatness of Rachel in here?
Oh my God! Someone
These
get
niggas
this.
got fucked up, bro.
There's no way.
Let him in.
There's no way.
What's good with y'all?
Nah, it was me. I wanted it here. Even ducking.
Challenge yo. Hey, I'm popping up at your house right now. Watch out.
Ducking. What's up,
Dude,
man?
I'll clap your ass just like Coon.
Hey
right
man, let's go,
Hey,
bro.
hold on.
Such a freak, Nick.
Y'all foolish.
All right, yo. What do you think of the chapter, though? Generally speaking, what are your thoughts on the chapter?
It was nice. We got to see a lot of shit like Yvonne Kell, she's an ancient one, or he/she, whatever. That's pretty cool. Means a lot for Rock. The Guardian is pretty cool too, that he made them teleport and all that. I guess he's working with Baam. I don't even know why he did all that, but it's pretty cool.
That's the only administrator Baam's spoken to, right?
Besides,
I believe so.
That's the one we yeah, shoot. That's when we learned like the Shinsu rule doesn't apply to irregulars.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's like I talked to Bam. It's more like maybe like you guys were saying earlier, the administrators know something. But continue, my bad.
But yeah, overall it was a great chapter, and y'all already know how I feel about the whole Rachel thing. The whole Rachel and Bam
speak your truth.
interaction.
Bro. Speak.
Y'all already know.
Let the people know. You gotta. It's good. We need some discord. We need some conflict.
I mean, y'all already know.
Man.
Okay.
All right. For those of y'all who don't know,
this specific confrontation with Bam and Rachel in this chapter, where she basically taunted him with the information that he needed about Arlene, and said that he was a monster, and then fucking like Laz would say, escape roped out of their dip. You gone.
Yep.
Well, I just want to say personally, like, I don't know why y'all like even like that ugly old thing. Like she built worse than like a sack of potatoes, and like those freckles.
Rachel task for it. They're out here, man. They're strong.
Y'all can't say she's the ugliest in the tower though.
Compared to who?
The bee.
Nah, she ugly, bro.
Chill.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
that one candy chick. Like
the
fuck
girl?
she even doing?
The fat girl?
She even looks better than Rachel. Chill out.
Oh, come on.
Aka Williams, how about her?
She got fucking dots for eyes, man. Come on.
Aka Williams a dude.
Yeah, Rachel bum.
I mean, she still won though. Straight from your mouth, man. She won.
That's what I said. She won at the end of the day.
Mid's mid.
Yeah, listen. I hate Rachel just as much as anybody, but she been masterclass for 30 chapters at least.
Masterclass, man.
Masterclass for the whole season 2. Don't say 30 chapters, whole season 2.
You know what?
I don't know where that narrative came from. When y'all start this whole season 2?
That's what I'm saying. Look, all I know is I'd like her better if she were more honest with herself. Yo, you are not a nice person, and you can't keep your hands clean. I don't know why you think you're innocent. You're not. She's acting like, everyone's being mean to me. Stop. You literally stabbed a dude in his legs because he's like, you can't walk. Ha 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 ha.
That's what we call mental illness around these parts.
Petty AF, dude. Petty AF.
Should be like that.
All right, how do you feel about the beginning with the Van Kel and the ending seeing Shipley sue and everybody else? I know you do like dabble in the Raw, but like, what do you think about it specifically? Because for me, that was my favorite part of the chapter because I like Laurie a lot. So this time he was sleeping, I'm like, yo, that's the gold panel right there.
All about Hatz and all them coming back, yeah. That's gonna be nice seeing them all return for this whole little war going on. It's gonna be cool.
Yo, that last stop, man, is gonna get crazy. It's gonna get spicy.
So I just
fourth commander's on his way.
Yeah,
man.
So I just realized the all Coon family is looking real bad right now. That man, he needs to come save his family. My man Rand knocked out. My man Aguero dead. And Machete was not in a good position. The Coon family ain't looking too good.
Chill out, dude. Chill out. You're talking a lot of stuff you don't understand about, right? The Coons.
What you mean? What you mean? I'm talking that truth. They ain't looking too good right now.
Because Rachel fake as hell. Fake as hell.
Nah, she just played them.
Okay,
she played them. All right, fine. She played a Coon. She played Coon, right?
I could see this because when Nick brought this up to me in the chat one time, he was right. He was all say. When Aguero learned the truth, he had the opportunity to just smoke her right then and there, but he tried to play games by
her. Hey, you know what? Can't argue that. Can't argue that. Can't argue that. That looks bad.
That was on him.
I don't. Yeah, because we talked about this the whole entire time. We brought it up a couple of times, and when they got to this data world, I felt like he was just like very complacent. And like he was just kind of going with the flow. I don't know if he was overwhelmed or what. He was just like, oh, we're gonna team up with Rachel. Oh, okay, cool. I'm like, you expect not to get smoked? You're sitting here doing this after all that shit you talk? Come on, buddy.
That's your man.
His boy Baam be blind.
That's not my man, bro.
That's your man.
That's not Submerged Fish, bro. Submerged Fish, my man.
All right, he's trying to be a good wingman, and obviously, he should have listened to the number one rule: love no thought, trust no thought. But obviously, he got fucked up. It is what it is, though.
He never trusted her. He just sat there. He didn't do nothing. The whole entire data world.
I'm not talking about Rachel.
I'm
not talking about Rachel. I'm talking about Baam. I'm talking about Baam. Baam's a thought in this situation. I don't know what you're talking
about. Man, Baam been doing this the whole entire time. What's wrong with you? He wasn't gonna do nothing.
I don't know. But anyways,
you got me out here defending Rachel. This is terrible.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. I hate. It hurts me to give her credit. Like I have to do it, but it hurts me.
I got to, man. She's been doing shit.
I gotta keep it real. But we don't fuck with it over here. But okay, I think. Oh, what do you think with the? You spoke with the administrator stuff, but do you think that the administrator has like a plan in mind? Like, do you think that the administrator sent Van Kel and Hansung there for a reason? Because
for sure. Like, out of all places in the tower, why there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's kind of suspicious. That's not a coincidence.
I don't know. It sounds to me like they were scared of Red Bull. So they all did. You can't defeat him. He's blooded out. He's too strong. They were scared.
And the fucking tattoo dudes and them goth looking people.
Man, his eye was twerking, bro. Like, he forgot the gender and shit. Like, that's how you know he was freaking. Like,
that shit was so funny. He called her he and she in the same.
Bro. He was. You see how his eye too? His eye was like going crazy.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, is he malfunctioning? What's going on with him?
Yeah, bro.
Man was scared. He didn't know what to do. So
we're clearly been seeing a lot of heavy hitters, right? So who do you think is going to be pulling up soon? Do you think Jin Song is making a beeline for the last floor right now?
I would assume because after that news mention he said, I like he has to, unless he's gonna call up Fug and like try and get more people to roll up.
Yo, did you see how shocked he was when he heard that news?
Yeah,
he's stuttering and shit. Like,
how do y'all know this? My Slayer's on the ship or train.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like he's gonna come at. Baam is his son. That's his son. He loves him. That's his child. Like he beelined it to it. There's no other. And if I was in that type of situation, I would beeline it too because there's no time to do anything else. I have to act now. So he's beelining it there.
Yeah, he gave Baam his sauce.
Yeah, and his bank account.
Yeah, exactly.
The reason why I think him being there is a good thing because I feel like if Karaka for any reason just tries to act goofy, he can keep Karaka in check.
And White too, or White.
There's that too, but I said Karaka specifically just because he trained Karaka in martial arts.
That and Karaka is the one that really trying to absorb Baam or do something.
Yeah. So like I feel like with him there, like goofy shit.
That is true because like are the Slayers gonna work together or are they still
temporarily
trying to fight?
I mean, I don't know. Do Slayers normally work together? Is that like a thing that they do?
The point is,
Hell no, they don't normally. Hell no, they don't normally work together. You see what they were doing? Karaka got his own agenda. White got his own agenda. But listen, they got to realize if they don't do something, they all go get destroyed. No matter how arrogant and cocky you are, if Midori the Hitman Heart pulling up to your doorstep, you gonna need some help.
Big facts. Big facts.
I feel that.
No, but my thing is that with Baam as like the Slayer candidate, I mean, obviously they're grooming him to one day become a legitimate Slayer, like the 11th one. But like what I think, who's the last one? Karaka. Karaka's like the 10th Slayer, or is
Karaka
was that White?
7, I believe. White is the 10. Yeah.
White's number 10. Karaka is I think number
7.
Okay. I don't know exactly how many Slayers they have. I'm assuming, but I'm assuming White is like older than Karaka, or is Karaka older than White?
I think White's older.
I feel White's older, yeah.
Then what on earth is up with this numbering system? Do we go by the lowest number or what?
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it don't mean nothing.
The only thing that means something is that Grace is number 1.
Yeah.
Everything else is kind of just I don't care. Good luck.
Yeah, that's not like an indication of your power. It's kind of like
I know that, but like chronologically, it doesn't sound right.
It's like the Phantom Troops numbering. Like the numbers don't mean anything. It's
Karaka's always calling White his lord and all that shit.
Right.
Whenever they're conversating.
Yeah, which again is kind of weird to me, but like I mean, I guess if it works, even though Karaka's supposed to be like younger.
Because remember, you acted like 600 years ago. And got that ass sealed.
Oh yeah. You're right. I forgot about that.
But yeah, respect Karaka.
Real shit.
I would say White, but not with that fit on. But
no, that fits so bad.
Why y'all hating on the drip?
Yeah,
no drip.
No drip.
There's no drip, bro.
Dripping garbage juice.
That man wearing a damn near what's that? He wearing some red turtleneck or some shit like that. This shit ain't got no sauce in it.
I still think Karaka's a girl too, Loki. But I think I want that. I think I want that more than I believe that.
No, stop.
You want that more than you believe it. That's kind of it's pretty bold.
You already got Ivan Kel. I don't even know what the hell it is. No more.
Crazy.
You guys are like, wait, huh?
Yeah,
yo,
I said it was non-binary. I said it was non-binary, and Nick lost it, bro. Nick lost it after I said it was non-binary. He was no.
I did. I was like, yo, what do you mean non-binary? Come on now. I know that. What's his face? I think his name is. I'm not too sure. Like the series, this series has like a lot of names I can't remember. But
Hansung.
Yeah, Hansung Yu. First time I saw him, bet. Female, yeah, and they're all like, So the proctor, he, and I'm like, what do you mean he? What do you mean he? But I mean, you know what? It is what it is.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. My nigga, beautiful. You gotta stop hating.
Y'all trash.
You
know what? Y'all trash when you speak. I swear to God.
Listen,
bitch, no catwalk, man. Respect him. But
yeah, okay.
All right. Predictions for the next one.
I can't even tell you at this point, dude.
Fuck.
Bam gonna go back to everyone else, all sad. They're gonna realize they're gonna ask what happened. Rachel ran away. Blah 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 blah.
Some months passed though. He got to get over it. Hopefully.
Yeah, low key.
We don't know if it's been a month, some months.
Oh, they said months. They said
several months.
Yeah,
Is
it months from that specific moment?
I want to say
they said several months later.
Oh man, we're not about to play this. We're not about to play this word game. It's months from that.
All right, you're right.
Maybe.
Yeah, they said several months later.
You know what? You're right. I don't want to debate this. Just
yeah. Not about to play this word game.
Prediction. Remember live like doing this shit with Reverie, like, how long were there? And I'm not doing this.
Nah, yeah, hell no, brother.
All right. So
now, what they really need to be doing, they need to bring Coon back because this Flossin just left him there.
I'm telling you, man.
Give up on the
Nah,
dance.
man.
He
When
lied.
Aguero- Hey, when Aguero comes back, bro, Aguero season until the end.
Rand is gonna replace him. We're good.
Nah.
Okay, I'm
Look,
good.
I like Rand. I like Rand, but Aguero been there, man.
You popping them molly.
Yeah, you
He
know
got
that.
popped. Like,
Nah, he good, man. He just resting.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he resting. You're right. He resting. No,
for a
another
minute.
thing. I was kind of mad that we didn't see Beta, but then Beta just pops back up. He's all like, but like, my thing is, why is Androsi talking all this good shit? It's like, bitch, you don't understand. Like, like, you can't just tell me that like he wasn't doing nothing. Like, he's the reason why like Kuhn's new lighthouse was working in all types of different ways. Come on,
you can't really get on Beta. I mean, he has to hide.
Yeah.
He's
Exactly.
like against the rules.
Cheating and shit. They cheating in too. That's the thing.
You know, cheating is raw. You're not trying to cheat, not trying to win.
What you mean?
Rachel goes hard.
What cheated?
Rachel goes
What
hard.
cheated?
Cheating
Ain't no
wrong.
cheating.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference, though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Jahad asleep. How do you
like,
how you
when I
cheat?
play sports, I cheat, but I'm good. That's the difference.
Cheat, but I'm
The cheating gives me
Yo,
extra power.
trash.
I'm not trash and trying to cheat.
it-
I'm
it-
good.
okay,
You're
you
trash.
Gives you like an extra
Yeah, I
boost.
cheat, but I'm good. What do you
Right.
mean?
So you play basketball, right? You play basketball, right, Nye?
I mean, I play basketball.
All right,
I'm a player.
All right, so, but if you were in the post, right, and you do a spin move and you hook that nigga arm, that shit not cheating. His arm got caught up with yours. And nobody saw that shit.
Yo, shit happened. Jerks get pulled. What fuck? What happened? Yo, shit get punched. That happened.
Don't exactly. Don't blame me. You were in the wrong place, wrong time.
Sorry, yo. Call me
Y'all-
out. Damn.
Y'all legitimately garbage. I would call foul immediately.
And guess what? You ain't gonna get that hoe. I'm gonna use that when you call him foul, I'm gonna make you call foul so I can rest for 10 minutes. Call that foul. Get my energy back.
I'm calling
Crazy.
a foul, bro. I'm calling a foul.
Crazy. I'll call a foul.
Just make the layup.
I'm
Make the shot.
gonna hit you with a hard ass screen just so I know you're gonna argue about it for 10 minutes. Get my energy back.
Hell yeah.
Yo, they hacking me, bro. They hacking. Like, nah, I'll tell you that shit.
James Harden ass nigga, he flopping.
Yo, bro. I think you're talking about James Harden. Okay, I think what's gonna happen next chapter is attack season. You know what I'm saying? Thick tail, she gonna come out. Okay, joking. Well, I'm kind of joking. I hope it's here soon. What I actually think will happen is, I guess because we skipped the time thing. But wait a minute. So did White leave too? I didn't take that in. Is he gone? Did Rachel just leave?
No, White's still with them, I think.
And the Traveler, I heard her say something about the Traveler, so I think he was like around somewhere. But I think in the next chapter, I don't know. I don't think
She did say goodbye, Traveler. So did they
leave him there or something?
What the fuck?
Oh hell no!
There's a lot of
They smoothed them.
Wait, hold on. I want to pull this up on stream. Wait a second. I remember saying some shit. 'Cause it was in the same bubble too, like in her thinking bubble, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I
So,
saw that. I thought she was referring to Bam like that, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, like hold up. I want to pull this up on the stream. But yeah, someone go like predictions.
Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're probably gonna see the merging of whites finally go down. Probably not try to like get it over quickly, and then I probably say we're gonna start meeting like some top tiers at the last station. Like probably get a look of what the last station looks like at the very least, and then probably run into like the top tiers that are there.
All these big hitters, royal high rankers.
Yeah, basically.
Because we're seeing so many heavy hitters, we're kind of coming to like the end of season 2. I've been trying to predict the end of season 2 for so long, but I'm just trash. Like,
do you think it'll end at the last station?
I assume like after we're done the Hell Train, we're done season 2
Okay,
because
right
it's
here.
just been going forever, man.
I hope
right here.
Strong ass chin. Look at that.
Hey, bro, she looking like a snack.
She's so long. Maybe she's summoning Mr. Traveler. I don't know. I can't really interpret this. I have to maybe look somewhere else.
Yeah, I can't either, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, White left anyway because he left with Walrun because she was gonna help him find himself.
Isn't that Traveler needed for like Emil's story?
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, last one. Vince, you go.
Oh man, listen. At this point, I don't got no predictions. I don't got no expectations. I'm gonna just let it happen.
Just expect that Kun is still dead though.
I got a prediction. Rachel gonna be fought in the next chapter, as usual. Trying her hardest. Fought everywhere. like the host she is.
I hope a Dory pull up and kill everybody on this floor. Just pray.
Dude lost his favorite character. Now he lost his mind.
Crazy.
I just pray she watch all y'all favorites by herself.
Okay,
Solo.
but nobody's beating me of love, so I'm not worried.
Nah, he dying to play chicken, bro.
That's kind of
Cardiac
raw,
arrest
like,
out.
That's kind of raw. Like, yo, eating some chicken.
That's kind of
dying that way,
raw.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you go out. You feel me? So we good. That's how I've had to go out too. Not eat some chicken.
How he get bodied by some fried chicken? That's kind of crazy.
It happens, bro.
Yo, that Shinsu chicken.
Yeah, bro.
All right, Simi, your prediction for the next chapter.
You already know. Listen, I signed the contract.
Oh yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta say it every week.
Ghost ain't coming. Ghost ain't coming.
Oh,
He gonna be there. Ghost ain't coming. But anyways, since several months passed, what I see is we're going to see what Caliban looks like in the next chapter. Hulkling is going to finally become white. Not even become. He's already going to be white.
Okay.
The funny thing is though, this has to be an oversight on Sui's side because who's smacking?
Oh my bad. Oh damn. I'll get into it. I was listening.
Chicken, okay.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
Nah, go eat your food, man.
He said, "Who smack?"
But freaking Yvonne specifically said, "Listen, Aguero don't got that much time. He can't stay in this state forever. He's going to die eventually." Fast forward to this chapter, several months pass. So when the fuck eventually he's gonna come? He already dead. I'm sorry, he already dead.
They left him.
Unless he's in the dirt, he ain't dead, man.
But anyways, jokes aside. We're gonna see Caliban. I 100% guess that we're gonna see Caliban, like full body panel. See Caliban, probably even get their rank 2. We're gonna see Caliban. We're gonna see what floor 44 looks like. Hulkling is already gonna become white.
Probably.
You think they'll skip the absorption part?
Yeah, I think by the next panel we see Hulkling, he's not gonna be Hulkling anymore. He's gonna be white.
Okay, but do you think we'll go back to it when it's relevant to see how it happens?
Maybe, yeah.
Possibly, yeah. Probably like it'd have to wait until like 2 or 3 chapters because now the Hell Train has finally stopped and we have no time to freaking waste. So the second them doors slide open, it's freaking order, guns blazing, punches, flashes, just everything going on all at once. So it's we don't got no time at all. But I don't think Jinsung and Macheni is gonna make it in time. Hansung Yu and Evankel will though, since they teleported. So they'll be able to pull up. I don't think Jinsung and Macheni is gonna make it in time. Gustang come in. We're gonna see the fallout with Baam's group and whatnot. It's gonna be several months past, so Baam is probably gonna be back with Yuri and stuff. It's probably gonna be all of them together in a group and shit. If Sachi Faker and Boro's there, they're probably gonna try to spill the beans to Baam, but the doors might open when they try to, or whatever. But it's gonna be the fallout with them. But the biggest thing I could see happening, Caliban's gonna get that full body panel. Anything else? I have no fucking idea. We're still not going to see fucking Crocker Wagner, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Gustan coming.
Don't worry. Wagner season will be here soon.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I mean, personally, I feel like if Evenkel and Han Sung Yu. All right, so Sung Yu. I think Evenkel and Sung Yu. I think that they might meet up with Blitz. Well, yeah, with Blitz and Lero. Because like we haven't seen him in forever, and I know
they're back with Wohai Sung though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah. But I mean, they were technically like those were their former bosses. I mean, I can only imagine what would happen for them, not to go and say, oh hey, what's going on,
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if they're there, I think Wohai Sung is coming through. Honestly, if those two show up, they're gonna be there.
Yeah, I think I can see where he's come from because the way that this chapter was, it was completely linking season 1 from season 2. I mean,
exactly.
Back on the second floor, we see we see the season 1 cast again. It's finally coming all full circle. So I could most definitely see Lero and Quant coming back.
Not even just that. Not even just that. But
Wait,
like,
no. Like they were like, well, we haven't seen them since like what, like one
Workshop battle.
13.
mhm.
Like I'm down for this, man.
A couple of them we've seen their name hunt, but that's about it.
Because the way I see it, the way the floor administrator basically kicked Ivanko and keep forgetting his name. Someone remind me again, please.
Handsome.
Sung
You
Yu.
gonna respect my
I really have
Sung
yo.
Yu.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and have to like
You know,
remember
one more
everyone's
time.
name, I swear to God. So Han Sung Yu and Ivanko. I feel like because this chapter it literally was just like when Han Sung Yu basically essentially fired both Quan and Li Ro. Not even all those chapters ago. It was basically the exact same thing. The only difference is it's like, well, I mean, one, they were the superiors, and now it's like, I guess I'm assuming Han Sung Yu has the plan, and that Ivanko is probably just gonna follow suit only because like there's nothing else to do.
Okay.
But
Nick
But,
can't
I mean-
because he read Raws, so don't say shit.
Oh.
Oh shit.
wait, hold on. There's Ross. Oh yeah, there's Ross. Sure, I forgot about that.
Well, who didn't go yet? Anyone go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so rate the chapter.
Maybe like a nice 8.25 out of 10.
All right.
7.99999. I don't know. I'm going with that.
I get like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Solid.
I'm gonna just give it an 8 too.
I'm only gonna go up a few half points. So last week I said 7.5. This week I'm saying 7.9.
I'll say like maybe a good
7.9 is a fucking 8.
8.
Yeah.
You know what?
7.9 is a fucking 7.9. That's 79.
No. It's an 8.
Well, if you round it
Bro,
up,
give me the
it's
80,
an
bro. What are you doing?
Give me the 80. He
Nah,
said.
again, there was no oomph. There was no oomph. Ain't no. You don't get no oomph.
You the worst teacher ever.
Yeah, give me the 80. Hey, yo.
Jesus, y'all really is trash. I honestly, okay, I'm probably gonna rate it a good maybe 8. Yeah, a solid 8. Just a solid 8.
Man, why you did all that spec? Why you did all that shit, man? You could have just said 8 out the gate. Why you made me wait for that?
I mean, because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it for a second. It's like,
Man, I'm out here popping these
shit
pills, and you made me wait
It's
for
all like,
that.
you know what, Rachel, fucking shit. And then like this chapter, it's all like, man, why you hopped
Man,
up
I'm
on
about to
again?
be
I
like
thought you said
Rand.
fuck
I'm
last
going back. I'm going back to my bed, bro. Oh,
Lads,
they big.
did you go already?
Yeah, I went already. I said
Yeah,
8.25
yeah,
out of 10.
I'm like 8.2 around there.
All right, see, there we go. Everybody gave it an 8. We like the new characters. We don't like Bam being a bitch.
Red Booria
We like
still
niggas trying back
undefeated.
up.
No
Yeah.
one touching him. He's the GOAT.
He's having a
Respect him.
seizure currently. Like,
And
stop.
nobody's touching Rachel. Like I said,
Chill. Someone's gotta hit her.
untouchable goat.
All right. Anyways, yo,
I'm about 5 seconds of throwing something at
shout
somebody. I
out
swear
to
to
the
somebody
chat,
better
man.
hit
We had
this
like
chick.
32 people, 35 at one point. It was kind of crazy. So shout out everybody who came through in the chat. Thank everybody who came in the call. Follow everybody.
I need thousands of people. They need to stop playing.
Yo, hold on.
Stop playing with
Real
this channel.
shit.
You gotta
Stop playing with this
follow
channel.
everybody.
and this
It's up to
series.
Laz. Laz is almost at 2,000.
Hey.
Yo, it's up to Laz, man. He's always right there. He's right there. It's up to Laz.
All right. We gonna have a Nick podcast one of these days. We just need a Rachel podcast.
Rachel time. We call it Rachel time.
Yeah, exactly. Give him the floor for 25
Follow
minutes.
everybody. I don't know. Yo.
I was just gonna be all y'all
What's your
slandering.
ads? Moon Vulcan.
Yeet.
Sucker Free Nick. Commodore Laz. Harem Detective. I don't know anyone else. Yeah, Arky. I don't know. Type in Enryu. Pretty much. Arky. I don't know. Type in it. Underscore something. I don't know.
Yeah. 2 underscores.
Do you have a you have Twitter or not?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I try to stay off Twitter. Too much hoodlum going on over there.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, honestly.
We gotta stay with the ratchet. But all right.
I do. I really do. I probably should.
Coming through. Yeah, I'm not a racial fan. Stop, Yak. Stop. Stop.
Yeah, fuck that word.
You see, he's learning my technique to push the agenda. Forget about the facts, right? He's learning.
Right. Damn, that's big. That's big facts, though.
It doesn't
That's what we
matter.
do.
The propaganda is here. The facts are not important. But anyways,
What?
signing off. You know what it is. Knack. Let's go. It is what it is.